I will add a picture of her.
So you are playing a tiefling bard, that's right?
I'm not. That's just a previous character. I'm a human warlock.
Oh, cool. And Greg, what about you?
I haven't decided. Like, I have two characters, a mage and a monk slash rogue. I don't really know what we're doing today, so I don't know which one I'm bringing, but I'm leaning towards the rogue.
Oh, my Noel is a monk, so we could either be like monk party or
A dynamic duo.
yeah.
Like, what was that NES game? Double Dragon.
Uh, uh,
Perfect. It's nice to meet all of you guys.
Same. Nice to meet y'all. It's always so fun to like see new faces, especially lately. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Likewise, it's really nice to like have new. I don't know if you guys ever played before, but I don't think I've ever played with y'all. So it's always nice to make new friends.
Yeah. Yeah, I've only done like a couple 3-ish like games with Pat and Lee. So I'm really excited to get to do that again.
I'm glad that we found some people because I've been dying to play Freistadt for like this is like my favorite game. Like my weeks revolve around this game. Don't make fun of me.
Awesome.
When Pat said that a campaign was opening up with people who are allowed to play characters, I had to stop myself from vibrating at a very excited frequency. I was like, "Oh my god!"
Uh-huh.
I know that feel.
Sometimes you just got an itch you got to scratch.
Sometimes you just gotta not be yourself. It's like
It's very
such
true.
a fucking
It's wonderful.
escape. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
It's almost therapeutic.
It is. In brief, I edit healthcare providers' reports to send off to the VA, and I recently had a psych report where the provider was like, "He plays D&D to manage his symptoms of PSD," and I was like, "Yes, get it, dude."
Yes, that is wonderful.
Isn't it? Yeah.
Gary, we got another one.
Yeah. Thank you, Gary.
Looks like I'm not the only cold person here. Cool.
Where are you at? In the
PA.
States.
Hey.
Sorry.
Oh, word? So am I, and I'm fucking hot. It's sweltering.
How?
What side are you
Pennsylvania.
on?
Like right next to north of Philly.
So wait, that's where I am, in Reading.
I'm in Zieglerville, like Limerick. You're like 45 minutes from me.
Yeah, it's fucking
I'm
hot
straight
as
up
hell today.
422. No, I don't believe you.
I mean,
Well, no, we're having
I'm a liar, I guess.
a temperature debate going down.
Yes.
I guess you could say it's heating up in the chat. All right, let me really quick go and grab the Anul and Art, and let's get going. And doop. Freistadt characters. I think that I know who Granny is because her character name begins with the word Granny, which really makes things a lot simpler. Ooh. Interestingly, her HP is only one off of the prima donna on which her art is going to be based. Her AC is going to be a bit higher, though. All right. Edit. Use selected. Oh, and pretty important, pretty important here. I should give your character sight so that they can see things. That could be useful at a certain point. Yeah, and Greg, what character will you be playing tonight?
Let me find out. I just need to find a coin.
Amazing.
Guess I'll roll for it. Odds and evens.
You can
Looks
do
like we will be joined by someone with theme music.
joined by these scrolls to find the character themes for.
I don't have my robe, so I can't make my cowl, but
The Vaquero.
the vaquero.
All right, and
My character has theme music because he
That's
is
amazing.
mysterious.
oh, tonight, so frozen.
Pat also has theme music. We
I
are
remember
the
that,
Avengers.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh shit, we're streaming. Am I allowed to even say the A word? My fault.
The what?
I said we were Avengers, and I was like, I don't know if we're allowed to say the word.
oh, they'll come after us. The legal team's going to be on us.
We can be like the knockoffs. Chartis, combine!
Oh my gosh. Yeah. And let me just go find Taya and upload image. Sorry for the slow start here today. I've been moving some things around technically in the background, and it's been bogging us down. But as you might notice, everything is running a lot smoother than it did on Whereby. So overall, we should have improvement in quality of life. But, so, Taya. Am I pronouncing that right?
Taya or Tahia? Yes.
Taya.
Taya.
You have just arrived in the city, I believe.
Mhm.
And why are you in Freistadt?
I am on a hunt for searching for a group to help me, we'll say, gain power, get stronger.
Indeed. And you hear about the Chartists, and you understand that given the current tumultuous situation in the city, it's a great time to curry favor and move up through their ranks.
Indeed.
And then, mysteriously, out of a big old no hole in the back, a new friend has appeared. Granny Thevney. Hit us with it. What brings her here, Emily?
Well, my nephew was kidnapped by a circus, and the last I heard, they had moved on here, and I would like to find them and crunch the bones of their infant children.
Hell yeah. So, finding your cause temporarily aligned because it seems the circus is operating without a proper permit. It seems to be, there have been some rumors surrounding an outfit known as the Selene Circus. And it seems time the Charists did something about it. They've rolled into a vulnerable part of the city, and the northern end of Schmeidku, the blacksmithing district. And now the only question is, who shall ride forth to right this wrong? Although there's a wrong that I need to right right now, which is called, I forgot to send the ads on Discord. Oops. But indeed, I would. Where would you say the Vaquero is normally drinking in the Fifth Watch, Greg?
The Vaquero probably isn't drinking. He's probably with Anzo Hent, kind of working on alchemical stuff and trading ideas with him. But he would probably overhear this and say, "Kidnappers in my city? The Vaquero must fight this injustice." And then he'll billow his little cloak, kind of like,
Yeah. You just for some reason you guys are like, going about your business when you hear so yeah.
"In the face of kidnappers and injustice, the Vaquero stands stalwart."
Nice. Now could any of you guys give me a history roll?
Any advantages for being from this city?
No, because it's not a piece of history relevant to the city. I mean, it
Okay.
is relevant to the city, but it's not local.
Gotcha.
Not local history. All right. Oh, by the way, Tahia, this is have you used skills and stuff on Roll20 before? Okie dokie.
No.
So,
I'm sorry.
no, it's all good, fam. It's all good. So like under the characters, and I'll move you to Freistadt characters appropriate to your level in a bit, but for now, so like you see like where the character sheet bitty bit is,
Yes.
and you see where all the skills are.
Yes.
So like when you mouse over the word history, it turns red, right?
That's fancy. Yep.
And if you click it,
Public roll.
yeah. Oh, and let me. Yeah, after you've made it, I will make it a little bit simpler for you. Oop. But yeah, and then it arrives in the chat, and
Oof.
we'll say advantage toggle, whisper to GM. Never whisper rolls, just so you don't have to worry about that. And then at the top of the screen now, above your armor class, initiative, and speed, you'll see advantage, normal, disadvantage. You can click on that to have the roll have that.
Oh, that's fancy.
And then if you click on, say, let me put it. Do you have agonizing blast, by the way?
No.
Okay. So your Eldritch Blast is just a straight D10.
I lied. Yes. That is one of the two that I have. I'm sorry.
Okay, you do have
I've
agonizing
done
blast.
a lot of reading. Yes. Yes, I do.
I just want to be sure that we add your charisma here. And the attack is it's your charisma caster, so it's that off your proficiency. So if we say click your Eldritch Blast, you see how it goes to the chat.
Yes.
You see it now. If a 15, it would hit. You see where it says Eldritch Blast in the chat under that 15. Mouse
What's
over
that?
it. If you mouse over the
Charisma
word,
proficiency. Okay.
yeah.
Cool.
So if you mouse over the word Eldritch Blast in the chat, click it.
Oh. Oh.
Boom. There you go. And you can see what you rolled. You
Boss.
rolled a 5, and you added 4.
Boss.
Additionally, you see at the top of the character sheet where it says Tahia, and there's like a plain white field, like a ledge over the rest of the character sheet. Like way up at the top.
Yes.
Double left click there,
Okay.
and it will make the character go whoop. And it should be like a very small rectangle that's like shadowed, right? I'm doing it on the stream in case you're like, have no idea if I'm like speaking in tongues to you right now, having a charismatic episode.
Little bit.
But just like,
I'm so sorry.
no, it's all good. It's all good. Like, where it says like the word edit and like the X, like you see what the X is to X out of the character sheet.
Yes.
Go just straight left from that, past all the buttons until you're
The
just
little-
like,
Yep.
until you're just like in nothingness, but like it's still on the character sheet, and double left click.
No, come back. Okay. Me. Double left click.
And it goes small, and it goes big, and it goes small.
Mm-hmm.
Yay! Okay,
Your boss. Thank you very much.
ain't no problem. But yeah, so you guys are all here together in the Fifth Watch, the tea house that acts as the main base of operations in Freistadt for your organization. And Niku has, after some great disruption, determined that Granny Thevney is a good knoll and on your side. Well, good. On your side. And has encouraged you to, go with a promising new recruit and city stalwart, the Vaquero, out to investigate reports of some disorderly conduct on the part of one Saline Circus. It doesn't seem to be their main encampment, but it is a location where they're known to be causing a ruckus, and with a 19 Granny. You know that the Saline Circus is known to arrive in locations of great strife and magical discord, particularly in places that have experienced a lapse in their Sornetto, or the Soul Network, which keeps great civilizational threats at bay, which, given the Smyku situation, Freistadt totally has. This normally makes it vulnerable to all sorts of things like monster incursions and the undead, but the Saline Circus also seems interested in it, for reasons. Knowing that, it doesn't surprise you at all that they would be operating near where the shrine was, where all of the disturbances happened.
Okay.
Yeah. You'd think that they might be curious and trying to poke around and get their hands on something they really shouldn't.
Okay.
Yeah, and just as all three of you are gathered up at, I'd say around the bar, because Niku is probably laying this on you. The doors slide open, and we play the other character theme.
We love to see it, Alex.
Yes. And Niku says, "Oh, debt be paid. You've arrived just in time. We were investigating a disturbance. It seems that there have been some street performers operating without the proper permitting."
Disgusting. I'll hand it on.
Indeed.
Thank you for the information.
Your companions for this mission are the Vaquero, a Knoll Granny who is, correct me if I'm wrong here, presently dual-wielding sewing needles?
Knitting, but yeah.
Knitting needles. And a mysterious stranger from out of town.
Hello there.
Here to take Texas Red alive or maybe dead. Just kidding. But yeah.
You're grounded for that.
So yeah, you guys see this this like very tall like queen of the Lanklets before you get to her like foot-long horns, tiefling who is wearing some like black and gold fell-looking armor, and it gives you almost, it seems to twinkle richly as you gaze upon it, almost to spark a flame of greed within the hearts of those who gaze upon it. And yeah, we are live with, I still haven't set the freaking Discord ads. I'm so bad at this.
Oh my goodness. Alright, well, let me grab my sword. I'll be right back.
But yeah.
Actually, while we're paused, I've got the audio coming off of the TV. Is that feeding back at all? Do I need to put on headphones?
Okay.
I'm not catching it. Is anyone else?
Nah, it's fine for me.
Sounds like you've got a good setup. Wunderbar.
Also, Lee, wow, you're
Thank you for
slow
asking.
on the shilling tonight. Even I've already got my posts out.
Yeah, I have the social media posts out, but I didn't have the Discord pushes.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, I think our Discord folks know what's up.
Yeah, but like sometimes people are waiting for like the ad to come through.
I'll put an ad on my Twitter account real quick.
But yeah, so and for the uninitiated, people, tieflings in this world tend to often have like New England, like, what do they call, pilgrim names? And you know that this particular Illrigger, or anti-paladin of greed, is known as Debt Be Paid. Yeah, she's
People tend to know my name.
she's a well-known tax enforcer in the city.
And she doesn't drink on the job. She's always on the job.
Indeed. Also, the Chartists have recently acquisitioned weapons from the capital island, and if you want any armor that isn't plate or any martial weapon, any mundane martial weapon, they are available here to nag. If you wanted to round out a complement of javelins or anything like that, grab crossbow, up ammo, etc., at your leisure. I should make dupe cams so that our cameras actually work. One moment.
Ooh, fancy. Working cameras? My goodness.
I know, we're
Almost like we're professionals.
we keep going like this. I'm not going to be able to afford run around here. All right.
Oh, boy.
So, yeah, you guys, unless there's anything that you would do in the Fifth Watch, perhaps have a soothing tea or anything like that, step out into the city. Did I move you guys? Yes, I did.
Indeed.
So, you know that the circus has been seen on the north side of Stall Shrine. How you guys get there is up to you. The Vaquero and Deputy Paid are a little more familiar with these streets if they have any insights as to your preferences.
It doesn't matter which way we go to me, personally.
As long as we get there.
Indeed. You catch on pretty quickly.
Why, thank you. I've been around for a minute.
I can tell.
I'll ignore that.
Oh, no, it's just that I've never seen a gnoll younger than, like, 20. I imagine you've seen many a fight and came up on top.
I'm ready for another.
Wunderbar. Perhaps
Indeed.
we will have one.
Indeed. As you guys head over, you do notice you pass through Inn and Hole, a location pockmarked by the deeds of a different group of gnolls who, shall we say, were not quite as polite as Granny. And things got pretty messed up around there. Coming up to Stall Shrine, you see the ruined shrine atop the mountain, broken land, and charred dirt collapsed around. Moving around... Yes?
Oh, I was gonna ask. I meant to ask before, but my cameras were fucking up and I couldn't. Do we want to cut around through Haku, or do we want to cut through the Stall Shrine?
Indeed, because the Chartists are not necessarily on the best of terms with the denizens of Haku. The Three Blades, a guild which actually has recently been voted to receive full guild status, and in theory might be more amenable to.
Wait, did that vote go through? I thought it went through the other way.
Oh.
Didn't we vote to kick them out?
Yeah, we kicked them out. They're probably not friendly with us.
Oh yeah, no, then they fucking hate you guys.
They're probably not friendly. They're also mundane and they bleed, whereas things that come out of Stall Shrine, not necessarily the case.
Those that bleed tend to be dealt with by subtler means than the sword, quite easily.
Right, yeah, I don't really want to deal with ghosts or any kind of creepy shrine shit today. I don't know about you guys, but...
Personally, I'm not afraid of any ghosts.
You ain't afraid of no ghost?
No, I'm not. Why do you ask? I already said so. Why make myself repeat?
I just didn't take you for, type of person to go busting.
I've busted down many doors. Comes with the territory of being a tax collector.
Sometimes busting
I guess busting makes you feel good.
Yeah! Oh my god.
A job well done.
We stand a supportive king. Indeed. So, you guys proceed throughout the streets of the city. And you see that things are starting to get a little bit more back to normal after the disaster. You know, people are cleaned up a bit. Some street vendors have returned. There's even someone selling a sausage.
Oh, wunderbar.
Yeah, and some fine sausage from the cart. And you know, this is just in the street as you guys proceed because did you guys you chose to either way. You at the edge of downtown. There's a major road. Innenstadt is basically downtown, which is where you operate out of. So there's like carts now operating around new plots now, avoiding the magical anomaly that like sucks things into the chromatic orb.
Yeah, what the fuck is that?
I don't know. It's still there though.
Fucking magnets. How do they
Fucking
work?
magnets. How do they work?
But yeah, where would you guys like to? Did you guys decide on your course of course?
Yeah, waarom niet? Let's go to Haku.
Aku it is.
All right, yeah, you guys swing briefly through Haku, taking the major road, and Neeland scrolls quickly. Now, how closely do you cut? Do you go far enough to pass by the red Ondori, or do you just try and
Yeah,
keep
why
to the
not?
road? All right, yeah, you guys.
I've never had a bad experience at the Red Ondori.
You guys swing by.
That's the place that the harpies. And
Yes.
The other combat. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. You guys swing by to the you know, slightly messy, streets. The corpses have been like, you know, gathered up, but there are still like harpy feathers and bits around, and the blood is still like, you know, staining a lot of things. There's a few more river bowls hanging out than there used to be, and of course the guard who used to be here, he had a bad day once and is not presently here.
That dude dead.
Quite
That was
so.
the guy who got dropped from like 50 feet, right?
Holy cow.
I think that was another guy. I think he got his like head ripped off.
Oh. A lot of people died here. Is the
Or
point.
got, like I know he got jumped by harpies at one point, and that's when I closed the door because I was like, "Oh fuck, there's nothing I can do."
Yeah, he was getting jumped by the harpies.
R.I.P.
You see that the window still hasn't really been repaired yet. It's sort of got like a wooden pallet like up against it. The glass is off the inside at least, and there's not too much blood. Although the red Onondori does have red wood floors, so you know I might need a perception test to see if there's still red in there. The barkeep does notice debt be paid, and like
I'm gonna go.
so like really swiftly ducks into the back and like closes the door.
Oh. Okay, I guess I don't go in.
Like just like full on bunker mode, like pretends he's not there. There are still some riverbolds who are like enjoying a drink, in there. But yeah, a blade barber comes out and says, "Haircuts here."
My hair never grows past a certain length. All I have to do is slick it back, and it works perfectly.
Yeah, he's a little alarmed to see a literal knoll, but when you know he sees that you're chilling with the chartist, he's like, "Oh, hi, yeah, looking for a trim."
No. And she growls at him.
He backs. He's like, "Oh, okay." I almost you can guess back in the store. Yeah, you guys can see the devastation here has slowly begun to be repaired. The old barricades, signs of the inter-district warfare as the borders between Haku and Daku shift. Those of you who aren't from the city might not be acutely aware of the conflict between the Three Blades and other more air quotes legitimate organizations, but there is clearly something something of an internal situation going down here, and I would say anyone would recognize harpy feathers, and to be aware that they can be some pretty troublesome types.
Indeed. My sources tell me that there's an enclave out on an island, by a mansion of one of my friends. Should work on getting rid of them at some point. They're quite newsy.
probably should add that to the agenda. It's not really good for the city to have them this close.
No, think of the economy.
Indeed.
I've had harpies
Yes,
in the
that
past.
be paid. We'll think of the economy and not the harpies snatching people up off the streets.
Well, I mean, them snatching people up off the streets. That's just bad business.
Yeah.
Those people could be paying their taxes, but instead they're flying through the air. So,
Indeed. So, you guys take it all in, and Tahia, can you, Raul, for me, a save of the charismatic variety?
oh my god.
And the place where the saves are is like right above the skills, and then it'll say saves.
Hey. Okay. You said charisma?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, damn, nice.
You feel a fluctuation, a spinning, an unspooling, a withering, winking, wavering. Somewhere near, yet far, you see in your mind's eye a purple miasma wafting across a shore, and then, in your mind, spins an image, 2 keys, or 1 key intertwined, green, foul, seeking
Shit.
a forbidden lock.
Shit.
Roll me an Arcana, if you would, Tahir.
Sure. My character page ready to go.
Yeah.
I'm still
While
getting
she's
used to
doing that,
it.
I'm gonna pour myself some water in this vodka.
Okay. I'm good at some things. All right.
Holy cow.
Yes, so you recognize
Good
that
at some
as the
things.
symbol of the Keldon key. It is an
You said Keldon?
Keldon key, yes. I can put it in
Okay.
chat. It is known to be a symbol of occult interest to some who, let's just say, have, like, adjacent interests to you.
Okay.
Oh.
Who are move in some of the same social circles, if you will.
Okay. And the 2 keys, you said they were on a shore? Or there was a vision of them on a shore, on a beach?
Yeah, more or less. Well, so you see, like, the key in a void seeking the lock. But you get a feeling, yeah, you see this city's, like, dock area and, like, some of its places close to the sea covered in a purple miasma.
Okay.
And you think that it's associated with an Arcana of 24, not 20. You think that they're trying to bring something up out of the sea.
Oh. Wonderful.
That's never good.
That's bad.
In my experience, things at the bottom of the sea should stay there. Just one of those
Unless
reasons.
they're
is
strong
because-
enough to fight things that are not in the sea that need to be defeated.
Think about under the sea. It's like it's like a lot of pressure. I think bringing something up from the bottom of the sea is almost animal cruelty.
Yeah, yeah.
You should leave everything down there and forget it's down there and never look and never swim and live happily ever after.
But curiosity, though.
Curiosity killed the
Okay.
cat.
Satisfaction brought it back.
I quite enjoy seafood.
I do too.
Amazing. But yes.
Seafood with a nice glass of red wine, yes. So,
Mm.
Indeed.
I prefer white.
You guys banter as you travel.
Sweeter.
Travel through the city. Nobody in Haku bothers you on account of, everyone knows how that went last time. They're still sort of licking their wounds. But people do.
Yeah,
you
no.
can tell that there's like lookouts and scouts who
Gang
like
signs at them.
yeah, that they
Mess
see
with us.
they see the Chartists and they're like, oh shit, those are the Chartists. And
Yeah.
you see butchers and barbers and the like taking flight at the site. of the
Mhm.
chartists.
They already know.
You roll down the main
Yeah.
street and then turn down towards this like greenish sort of nicer area of the blacksmithing district, where some of the more successful smiths live. And you find yourself near some citizens who appear to be in a bit of a pickle. Come on.
I do enjoy pickles.
There are finer things in life.
Indeed.
And have I turned on all of the thingy things? Yes, I have. Bloop. Yeah, you guys arrive, and you find some commoners as Lee members to change the district theme.
Oh, man lead.
Yeah.
So they're in a pickle, you say?
Yeah, so they're trying to get a cart past these two abysses, and they're saying like, "Oh, Hans, I'm thinking maybe if we went like sideways," and the other one says, "Oh, Johann, I'm not so sure about that, but maybe if we like carried it between us, oh yeah, or maybe if we like picked up that wall and laid it down, and said, oh, but that is such a heavy wall, Johann, I'm not thinking you are thinking practically here. No, Hans, we must start thinking with portals. Portals." Yeah, that's a new thing. They turn startled to see Deputy Payne, and like, oh, I assure you this pickle cart is perfectly legitimate.
Papers, please.
Yeah. One moment, and they pull out a rumpled stamped scroll and show it to you. This does in fact appear to be a certificate to sell goods on the streets, and yeah, it's official.
I'll look it over. It's legitimate.
They paid their taxes on it. They have their stamp.
Wunderbar. Well, good citizens, I can't help but notice that you are trying to get to this cart from one side of the other.
Yeah.
Well, is there not a passageway through that direction that would be easier to take us through?
Hans pipes up. Oh yeah, but Johann, he's saying that if we go through the alleyway... Shut up, Hans. Johann, you said we shouldn't take it through the alleyway in case we got ambushed. I didn't say...
Ambushed by whom?
Look, I mean... He's as fair as thread of stories. He thinks that there's metal men lurking in the alleyways latent to ambush humble pickle merchants. Look, I'm just saying, I wanted to stick to the road if we went to the Shishmaidku district, alright? There have been incidents in the area.
I looked at Deputy Payne and I asked her, have there been any metal men from the shrine who've come this direction? I don't think they went this far.
Not as far as I'm aware. Are any of the other group members currently aware of any metal men in this district?
I don't think so. Has there been many robberies in this area? I'm sorry, what are your names?
So he says, yes, allow us to introduce ourselves. How rude of us. My name is Hans. And my name is Johann. They both do a little bow.
Of course. Yes, have there been many robberies or pickle heists in this neighborhood?
Oh, well, I mean, we just came here because we were given to understand that things had sort of gotten back on their feet. And we were hoping to be, just the first ones in the neighborhood to come around and say, hey, we have some fresh pickles. They're really, they're flying off the carts. But, there's lots of competition since the Daiherzogen cleared the roads to the north, and so the fresh produce can be brought in again.
Well, Deputy Payne, you as a humble civil servant and me as a hero to the small folk of the city, what do you say we escort these fine folks through the alleyway so they can get their cart across without even having to bother with this
But of course. I would have it no other way, unless our magic users prefer to show up. My character would look over at the person that she assumes is a magic user because she's wearing it.
It's a fair assumption. Well, if you care for it, I could summon a friendly little, let's say, scout to look ahead, just to prepare us for whatever is to come.
Oh, if you're interested in doing so, wouldn't bother me.
And Talia is going to kind of pull away her cloak, and a little pseudo-dragon, a little red pseudo-dragon is going to pop up. And she's going to usher him on, and he'll... Do familiars get icons? Does that matter?
Normally,
I
don't
but
know how that works.
don't worry. I've drawn us a little. Why does it never give colors to the things that I'm making? All right, I'm gonna.
What color pseudo dragon?
It's red, right?
It's red. It's a little red pseudo-dragon.
It's a little cutie.
All right. We're gonna do. All right. You know what? Art stream moment. You guys ready for this?
I believe in
Oh
you.
my goodness.
We're firing up GIMP.
the way.
All right, midstream.
Oh, you-
Midstream. Yes.
Oh my
yes.
God.
Speed map.
You're
Speed map,
so
speed map, speed
goofy,
map.
Holy shit.
Fuck.
All right. 70 by 70. All right. Token size. We're doing this. The little
my
pseudo dragon got two little wings, right? All right. Or can we assume like golden eyes?
Yes, perfect.
All right. We got the little golden eyes. We got a little like outline here on like the darker parts. We got the little snoot. We got like the wing tips.
The boopily.
We got like the claws. We got now like the main color. We got like the connecting everything else.
Oh, it's cute. It's honestly really cute.
He's precious.
Oh my god.
Oh. We'll go with the
Lee
body
is the
color. We
true
go with the
artist
body
of this
color.
group.
With the body color. We got the body color here. We got now. Do we have a contained? We have a contained zone. We got a contained zone, people. We can color it. And
The wing's not contained. The wing's not.
Oh, you're right. All right, hold on. Yeah. And we'll rib the ring. We're ribbing the wing. We're ribbing the wing. We're ribbing the wing.
yeah.
We're ribbing the wing. We're giving little spikes on the wing too.
Oh, cute.
All right.
The precious little snuggle bug. That may or may not be snuggly.
Indeed, quite so.
Probably depends on who's holding.
And now
Fair.
we're gonna go with like a lighter thing for the face, and then we're gonna round it all off with. So this doesn't look too scaly yet, but like
Oh boy.
we're gonna be going to ScaleCon after this. All right, you ready for this? You ready for this?
Positively scaly.
We're going for the. This is a pro hacks. Want to give something a texture, but you're not actually an artist. Here's what we do. All right, we go to. I still can't find it. What am I doing? Here? Noise. HSV noise. Boom. Done. Accept. Aha. Gaussian blur. Oh wait, no, we're not doing that. That's way too. All right. But.
Oh snap!
We go
Look
with
at that.
We go with the
Get it
noise. We
done.
go with the pick. Beautiful. Save as pseudo dragon.
Amazing.
Deomu.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my damn.
Precious.
Oh my goodness. Oh my damn.
RPG streams. Rosenkrieg. Art. Yeah. Boom.
Oh.
Beautiful. Excellent.
Cute.
And so a pseudo dragon pops out.
We love to see it, folks.
Yeah.
How many seconds was that? That was fast.
Straight
That was
art.
wonderful.
And a little pseudo dragon pops out. And what's this? Does the pseudo dragon have a name or
Deomu.
Demu?
Nice.
Deomu?
That's not that keyboard. I've got too many
Oh my
computers coming right now. Sorry.
Deomu.
Deomu.
And this cute little pseudo dragon's like beep beep beep.
Onward, little one.
Now, can you see through this creature's eyes, or do you rely on it coming back to report?
I have the ability to see through it. One of my
Ooh.
Eldritch, the voice of the Chainmaster.
Noise, noise, noise. So we're gonna pop Talia in here
Fake.
and control
I
as they're
can't see or
controlled by.
see or hear myself, but I can see we're here through.
All right, so like your eyes like roll back, and it's like oh eldritch shit, and she's like Talia just popped in like the Ring VHS over here. Does anybody like feel a little spooky about that when the lady like pulls back her coat and is like, "Hey, want to watch?" But it's actually a pseudo dragon.
My character is not disturbed by this. This is just an average Friday for her.
Just another Freistadt Friday.
Oh my god. We really need to start saying that.
We
All
really don't.
Greg's like, I'm gonna cut that one off the pass right now. Nope. So you can actually see through the eyes of and control Deomu. Deomu? Deomu.
Deomu.
Deomu. You say it more like I'm like the narrator of an anime. All right. Yeah, so you can see through the eyes of Deomu, which for Control L, the edification of the stream audience, this is what Deomu is seeing. You do see like a clear path through this dirt alleyway, but what is? We can check the pseudo dragon's peepee. Sood. And actually, are they using your
non-initiated?
Are they using your passive perception or their own? If you're seeing through their eyes.
Perception +3. Pseudo dragons. I believe it's still its own.
Okay, yeah. So their passive perception is 13. With that, they don't detect anything amiss in this alleyway.
All right.
There's like a dirt section here and a stone section here, and you know.
Perfect. All right. Tahia like waves her finger to beckon him back, even though she can't see anything.
All right. You can. By the way, you have if you left click on him, you can now drag him around.
Oh, good at this. Okay. Hey. And when he returns, my eyes will roll back. I'll open up the cape, give him a little pet, shove him back in, and continue on about. It appears as though there's nothing there for now. Deomu saw nothing. So I suppose we can deliver our pickles to Hans and Hans can deliver their pickles.
Oh, thank you, thank you so much. Yeah, well, if you're wanting to pickle, we could get you a very preferential rate.
Thank you, but no, thank you. I
Oh,
prefer
very-
wine.
Suit yourself, yes.
My
Yeah.
character hands them a gold piece and eats a pickle as she guards their cart.
They very
She-
much
she
appreciate
takes
this.
point.
All right, yeah, you take point. As you come through
So-
this,
If Deputy's gonna tech point, I'm gonna go ahead and roll stealth to kind of like get through the alley first. Just to double,
yeah,
like put some physical feet on the ground and
yeah.
essentially.
All right, so you guys, so you're stealthing up, and Granny, people are being very, very, very tiptoey here. How would Granny approach the situation?
She would also stealth, actually.
Is that me? We just got a
No,
temporary.
that's sorry. He's releasing the steam from the Instant Pot.
I also have no vision.
Oh shit! Really? Yeah, the Vaquero doesn't
I
have
noticed
sight.
that happens to tokens sometimes. They'll I've had to deal with it in my games. Just sometimes when you go to a new map, people will not have the vision.
I think it has something to do with you having to reapply it to every token, basically. But when you copy and paste a token that already has sight, you don't have to reapply it.
I don't know. I've tried it both ways, and sometimes it still happens. So I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
Right, sorry. All right. So Emily, can we also hello person in the background?
He's cooking. Yes, I would like to stealth. I'd like to stealth and keep behind the Vaquero as close as possible, if I could. Should I roll a
Certainly.
stealth?
Yeah. Pop us that stealth.
Deal. Really? I have a dicks.
You have +6, damn.
Yeah, you're at
Nice.
you're just as good. It's just that the RNGesus gave him a 12 and you a 4. But you guys advanced together.
Okay.
And you guys advance, and you don't see anything in particular. What are the passive perceptions on the Vaquero and Granny?
Mine is heckin' 13.
15.
You both,
Mine is a 9.
you guys, when you get to here, you hear like a soft thudding against this wooden door. Johan and Hans are like, oh, well, should we go through like the dirt alleyway? I mean, should we start like knocking on doors here, Johan? Oh, no one likes a
Oh,
solicitor. No, yeah, if we're going to stand and, you know, you're like in the green area and be like, come get the pickles. Oh, it's a
You
good
must
point.
make sure to place your cart in an area that is not restricting solicitations.
Oh, of course, of course. But yeah, so both Granny and the Vaquero hear like a knocking on this wooden sound, like a repetitive like bumping against it. And the Vaquero hears almost like a little like pistony sound every time.
Wait, a pissing sound?
Pistony.
What's that?
Pistony,
Oh,
like
like a piston.
well, as if though of a small piston.
Wee.
I don't know if I like this.
Is that a word?
I guess I'll stance up.
All right, you're ready. What does the Vaquero have on hand?
These hands.
All right, you're ready to serve. All right. So yeah, the door knocking just seems to continue indefinitely, though. At some point, you guys come up behind, and Hans and Johan decide to stick with the group rather than cut through the the dirt alleyway. And yeah, you guys, anybody with at least PP13 is hearing now the knocking on this wood.
I'm just like, what is everybody looking at?
There's something here.
I don't
Oh,
have a clue.
wait,
Are they
this
crazy?
door? Wait, this door or this?
No, this door.
Oh. Well, as concerned citizens, it wouldn't hurt to knock.
All right, you knock on the door. A moment passes, and you hear the thudding sound resume. This close to the door, you can tell it seems to be something on the inside striking the lower half of the door. It shudders slightly each time, but not enough to give way. The amount of give suggests to you the door isn't locked.
I'm knocking down louder this time. And I say, is anybody in there? There is a disturbance.
No,
I'm coming in if nobody opens the door.
you hear
I must check on them.
you hear nothing. What do the people in the alleyway do as this happens? Johan and Hans are like, oof, maybe we should not be here for this. Yeah. And they sort of speed
Yeah,
on
you might
ahead.
as well go about your business. This is Charter's business. Ensuring law and order in the city. By the way, my
Tahir-
character's lawful evil. Just letting you know.
Tahir's
my
gonna
character's,
look.
like chaotic good, and for some reason, sometimes our fucking shit aligns.
Sorry, Samantha.
Tahir's gonna look around the edge of the building to see if there's anywhere Daemu might be able to slip in without being noticed.
You see that there's a second story, and correct me if I'm wrong, but a pseudo dragon can fly a little, right? Or at least climb.
Yes, it can.
Well, then, yeah, you think that you could pop Daemu out and have a look in through the second story. There's an ajar window.
Oh, I'll wait for her to do that. Yeah.
All right, you pop
And then-
Daemu out.
Onward.
You find, you see that there's like a stairway down, and there's sort of like a semi-ruined, like, antechamber area. I don't really have a wooden stair, but, you know, we're gonna do a shadow here to, like, figure
I
that
have
out.
neglected to give you one of those.
Ah, well, I mean, you know, we've got fish to fry right now because we're in an awesome sci-fi chat
That
tab
is
actually
true.
we'll check out. And yeah, and I'm assuming that Daemu is like stealthing as he enters
Yes.
here.
Yes.
All right.
Secret stealth mission.
He's got a
Hey,
stealth plus
Asher,
4.
Ronan.
Let me. Yeah, all right. So an 11. And let me just check this thing's passive perception. Yeah, okay. So the pseudo dragon comes downstairs and notices a little iron spider knocking its head against the wall. It turns around and sees Damu and
Oh shit.
holds a
Run.
moment and then begins to like walk towards Damu. How would you respond looking through Damu's eyes?
I don't think I
Ooh.
have any control over how I respond. I think I can just see through it.
Oh, you're just
I think you
witnessing.
can cast
He-
spells
I can-
through it
yeah.
if they're touch spells.
But but like you're not like assuming direct control. You're
No,
just watching.
I am not Daemu. I can just see through Daemu.
All right, Damu, I'm assuming seeing the weird metal thing would like flap into the air, and the weird metal thing kind of like looks up at it and kind of like dances around in circles, and then Damu flaps back out of the window post haste.
Okay. When he returns, I have him pat my shoulder to calm him instead of shoving him back in a cape, and look at the group and say, I think there's a metal bug.
Metal bug.
A metal bug.
Highly
Was it a
unusual.
spider?
Yes, I think.
All
yeah.
right.
It appeared to be a spider.
I stands up.
How
to the
many
door.
did you see in there?
Daemu only encountered one.
Do you think we should just leave a sign on this door and just
No.
help people to keep out?
We should do our jobs.
Are these bad? Metal spider.
They are what we think.
I've heard about these things before
Yeah.
being encountered. They're generally not great.
Hmm.
They're not good.
So,
to be allowed.
so Deputy Paid, what act would you take at this point?
So, aside from all the dialogue that is going on, which I rudely interrupted, my character would simply state, "These are no trifling business, and they're typically associated with other things made of metal, things that we do not want to encounter. So, it is our job to exterminate them, as far as I'm concerned. By all means, join me.
All right,
This
All right,
extermination.
we're doing this.
I pop the door open.
all
Sort
right.
out.
The door
I'll
pops
draw my
open,
hand crossbow.
My
and
pickle, the stick
Yeah.
on which I was holding my pickle.
Mhm.
I'm going to gently put it in my bag so that I can dispose of it politely rather than littering.
All right. I love that goblet. The iron spider looks over at you curiously, and then begins to like walk up a little bit.
Interesting.
You hear
So I'm
Hans
going
around the corner. Sorry. What would you do?
I'll let Hans speak.
Okay. Well, like the iron spider is like walking towards you.
Oh, like is it Hast? Is it not Hasta? Because I've never experienced these.
You've
things
never
walking Hasta.
you've never seen them moving. It's moving about half the speed you've ever seen an iron spider move. And it has a ranged attack. It, in theory, could have shot at you by now.
Huh. I say, Dad didn't state your business?
The iron spider walks up to here, leans forward, like clinks into your splint boot, and then sort of like rubs its head up and down, and you hear like gas sounds coming from its pipes. And that's when everyone hears Hans say, "Oh, how funny! You're a clown, yeah!" And then a clapping of hands, followed by the sound of a pie hitting someone's face. Johann laughs and then shrieks and says, "Oh no! What is it doing? Oh God!"
Was die Fick?
Yeah.
Okay.
At this point, yeah. So, what are you guys doing?
I'm gonna try to sneak a peek over there. I'm still pretty sneaky.
Yeah.
Tahi's not going to sneak. She's going to be, oh, people are screaming. Let me go to the site.
Any mimes?
You see a Celine clown, one of whom has just very comedically splashed pie across Hans's face, and he is now, in fact, blind.
Oh. Okay, I don't like that. But I'll still I'll be ready. I still got my before when I heard the banging, I drew my hand crossbow. I
Nice.
still have it drawn, but I haven't
You got it out.
I'm just it's out.
You got your piece out.
But how does Hans look? Is his face burning or what's good? Is he losing any
No,
health?
it looks like he actually got pied.
Okay.
But then you see that like the clown is now like picking him up by the scruff of his neck, and he seems to be trying to like drag him away.
Does Johan seem alarmed by this?
Yeah, Johan is the one who's screaming like, "Oh, what the fuck?"
Okay, so I think that's when I'm gonna. That's the choice of do I shoot him or do I give him the old 1-2 punch? All right, so here's what I'll do.
Real quick, would Granny recognize that these are
100%? You would recognize them because of like the color of their livery and distinctive face painting markings. You know that they're with the Selene Circus.
I want to go fuck them up.
All right. Well, you're stealthed, and they're not focused on you, so it's possible you'll reach them without being detected.
Okay.
Now roll me another stealth for this approach, because your new stealth might be better than a 10.
Good.
It is better than a 10. It is better than a 10. All right, you want to give me a sneak attack?
Yes, that's with advantage, right?
Yeah, and Vaquero, when you see Granny going in, do you go in?
Yeah, I'll do the same with the hand crossbow. It's gonna be a 10 shot as well.
Aww. All right, and Taya, you see your companions moving in to fuck these people up.
Oh yeah.
Are you
I'm getting ready to cast.
All right. You guys are taking them by surprise, although you technically speaking weren't like stealthed, but they weren't paying attention to you. All right. So Greg, that's a hit, and Granny, that's a hit.
So 11 altogether with the Kentai.
All right, that's 11 on the Selene Clown. And Granny, how much do you do if we click the dagger?
Well, I have 2 attacks. So the first one. Oops, sorry, that's a heckin'. Oh,
does she have advantage? She's attacking from
she
sneak.
does.
I think you do.
Yeah, it's a sneak attack.
I think that's a nat. No, that's a sneak attack. Yeah, that's a nat 20.
Oh yes, but that was for damage. I actually rolled a 17 to attack earlier. I just forgot how.
It's all good. It's the word dagger in the chat.
Yeah, hit the dagger button.
Oh, that's okay.
In the chat. Oh shit!
Like if you mouse over the word dagger, where it appears in the chat.
Wait. No.
I'm so sorry.
Oh,
Okay,
never
I
mind.
get it. I get it.
You stab him for 8.
To 24 damage.
I was fucking impressed.
And then with the offhand, and they're knitting needles, by the way.
Yeah.
With the offhand, that's.
Well, that'll be a 12. It doesn't hit.
Rats. So 8.
And with that, Deputy Paid, you might have had time to like move a bit closer to the fight if you would have started.
I wanted to let them resolve their actions first, but so I'm still confused. This guy's not attacking me.
The iron
hit
spiders.
them on the head. Do they respond to that?
Do you like bop? Do you like boop it?
I touch its head with my hand.
It like presses back like
it
like presses back with like equal strength and then like rubs around a bit.
God, it's a cat. I say sit, stay, and I'll be back.
Its legs fold a little and it looks up at you.
Good girl. I'm gonna get like I can reasonably get like here.
Yeah. I mean, maybe even a little closer. Maybe like this door, if you're hustling.
Yeah.
All right, and at this point, everyone's rolling initiative now. Sam, have y'all used Roll20 to track initiative when you played with it?
Click your character's icon on the board, and then go into your character sheet.
And this is a bit of a tricky thing where like when you click on yourself, you see like blue squares emerge around yourself, and like you have bubbles that come off of it.
The gears?
Yeah, you need to be sure that you don't click anywhere else on the map, otherwise you will remove yourself from being selected. So with yourself selected, you go into the character sheet, and then next to AC, there's an initiative thing, right? Mouse over the word initiative, it turns red, you left click, and...
How do I get to my character? I've clicked on me.
Okay.
Right.
Go into the newspaper thingy.
Okay, so we're staying in there. Okay. So
and pop your character sheet open.
Yes. And then I click on me.
Then
I roll.
Then click on initiative. Yeah. It's between speed and armor class.
Yeah, right above current hit points, below race.
Did it do it?
Oh,
it did. You got a 17. Yay. Wonderful. And it puts you right on the tracker. We love to see it, folks.
Thank you.
And indeed, as you fight them, you feel as if though things, something starts to sound a little funny.
I don't like it.
Oh my god. I love this music.
Yeah, this is fucking sick.
This is great. Oh my god. It is this song.
Yes.
I knew it.
Beautiful.
Hey Lee, I've got a question for you. If there's any of their abilities that make the character laugh, can I just naturally be immune to that because I have no sense of humor?
I think that the relationship between greed and comedy will be like really interesting, and I really like the idea of like greed damaging comedy in some way, but also being attracted to it. So we're gonna have to explore that.
We're gonna have to explore this.
You know, Lee, nothing has made me regret not making a mime more than this, because I've always wanted to test the old who would win, battle to the death, clown or mime.
Oh my god.
Sunday, in the cages, ladders, and tables match.
Oh my god.
Those of you watching, we do not actually
silent slaughter.
Amazing. The silent slaughter. Oh my god.
Alright. The Selenium clowns.
Alright, so yeah, you guys are like in the lower area of this nice parkish place that has like a waterfall by the steps. This is a pretty bougie part of this district. There's a weird like reddish dirt thing with like a hole in it that Granny can see around this corner. And other than that, the situation is what it is. Johan and Hans will both act at initiative 0. And with that, the Vaquero, it is your turn.
Such a weird session. I love it. What is going on?
Okay, so... more than enough room. Coming right up to fucking homie over here. I'm gonna sneak attack his ass with my rapier.
Haha. On guard. Oh. Advantage.
Oh!
Advantage.
Oh, duh, because it's a sneak attack. Okay.
RNG Jesus was like, bitch, you thought?
And then I'm gonna hit him with a 14.
To which the Vaquero replied, I know. Now that's 14 freaking damage right there.
And then he's gonna get punched.
Alright, let's see the damage on that.
Actually, that's kicked. They're getting kicked.
Oh, shit. 7 is literally exactly what you need to put him to 0. And then, the clown uses Last Laugh.
No.
They elect to launch, the pie action. Make me a dex save, Vaquero.
2 comedy.
Yeah, they spend 2 of their comedy points.
Lee, you are a mad genius.
Oh shit, you missed by 1, Vaquero, by 1! The mask is slicked as the pie strikes your face, blinding you until the end of your next turn.
Oh my god.
And they hit the ground. So what happens here is you stab him, punch him.
Actually,
I
made an unarmed strike as part of the attack, so I have +2 to my AC.
Oh.
Well, hold on, it's not AC though, it's a dex save.
Oh.
Damn.
Do you have anything to help with dex saves?
Not. yet.
Lamentable.
Unless.
Unless? Haha, JK, unless?
Haha, JK. Unless.
So what happens is the Vaquero appears, stabs this man, punches him, and then or kicks him, and as he's like blood, rapier in him, leg twisted and broken, he's just and then it was his final heroic act, just windmill slams a pie into the Vaquero before he gives out and collapses. Vaquero, anything else on your turn?
My eyes!
Oh my god.
It's in my mask!
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Alright, so that's your turn?
Yeah.
Alright, so you see to your left a mass of tumblers. They tumble. And they tumble up the side of this wall and then back down behind Granny.
Oh my word.
God.
They now attempt a joint kick all together in a triangle formation.
Oof.
Now, Granny has a high fucking AC, but either of those would have hit. For 5 bludgeoning. Granny, I don't know if you proc any reactions or anything off that. For what it's worth, the guy who was grabbing Hans has let go of him.
No shit, he's like, oh, huh? If he hadn't, we're gonna freak the fuck out.
But yeah, assuming nothing pops off there, it is Tahia's turn. And I will assume that Diomu goes on your initiative.
I believe so.
Yeah, we'll just play it like that. I mean, it helps to keep
In
track.
combat rolls, it runs its own initiative and acts in its own turn. A familiar can't attack, but it can take other actions. So it can't attack anyway, but...
Yeah.
So... My lord. I'm going to cast... See, so... When they make people laugh, bad things happen? Is that... Tahi doesn't know that. Never mind.
Well, you saw that it seemed as if though, so Tahi has seen monks before.
Yes.
And they channel ki. And the clowns, in the way that they seem to be acting, you haven't seen them fight a lot, almost seems to be reminiscent of that in some way, but rather than ki, they're channeling something else.
Okay. I'm going to cast Dissonant Whisper on the tumblers.
Alright.
Which isn't in my character sheet because it doesn't give me the option of Great Old One's additional spells.
But it's a whiz save?
It is a... I have this open. Make a wisdom saving throw.
They fail that hard. That's a certain number of d6 psychic, right?
Lovely.
3d6 psychic damage.
So in the top left, do you see how there's a polyhedral?
Lovely.
Top left, what am I doing?
There's a polyhedral. If you mouse over, it should be towards the bottom.
Yes.
You see how there's a section with the d6 and everything. There's numbers out to the side.
Roll 3d6.
Yeah.
Not d20, d6. Plus nothing. Roll. Boom.
All right. So yeah, they suffer
then-
13 psychic damage.
And if available, they have to move as far as their speed allows away from me.
Well, they have quite a bit of speed, and they have to use their own movement to affect this. Correct?
Yes. The creature doesn't move into obviously dangerous ground, such as a fire pit. Yes.
All
So
right.
what happened on your turn? Yes?
Yes.
They come up here and they try to move away. Now they will break op range on Granny using their own movement due to this. So Granny could use her react if she wanted to give a stab to the back of one of these tumblers.
I would like that.
After they so rudely joint kicked her.
Yes.
Lovely.
16.
Be gone.
Be gone, gymnast. All right. That's a hit.
Pull your asses away from me.
You stab it deep into one of them, and one of them goes. "Gah!"
Compels you!
Yeah, there's quite a bit of blood left over on that wall, and they don't really seem to be at operational efficiency anymore as a swarm. Swarms have certain behaviors that are affected when they go below half health, aka they do less damage. So yeah, good on Granny.
Nice job.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Needles for the win.
And with that, it is... Well, anything else in your turn, or would you like to move Diomu anywhere?
Daemu will stay on my shoulder. He's still a little freaked out from the cat spider.
Fair.
Yeah. That's
And look at how cute he is. No. And with that, it is Debt Be Paid's turn. Debt Be Paid. Yeah.
I pop out around the corner and I see a scene of debauchery. I do not like this. I'm going to throw a javelin at these tumblers. If I can.
A javelin? Oh, yeah.
Wunderbar. So
a 12 will not be hitting this day. You do make 2 attacks at your level.
Yeah, so one of them probably hits. And that is
because they are alone,
including the treachery bonus.
You treacherously strike them, delivering 9 damage. And they say 9! And so Debbie Pay, that's your turn, right?
Well, I have one final question. Can I see whatever the fox this is? The Azure Acrobat.
You see a suggestion around the corner of a rather strikingly dressed acrobat who seems prepared to engage in icy feats of splendor upon your face.
Interesting. Well, I'm going to put my my onus upon them.
A burning gold seal of greed that only you can see appears above their forehead. It is a Celine Cloud's turn. That Celine Cloud has kissed the dirt. It is Granny's turn.
Okay. There's still the Celine Clown directly in front of me, right?
Correct.
I would like very much to eviscerate him.
Well said.
No, that's your first swing. You've got the offhand. Oh.
For real?
Oh.
Oh, wow.
No!
RNGesus. RNGesus.
I just told you no twice in German.
99, Fräulein.
Thank you.
And it's two different...
Out of Fury, I'd like to do Fury of Blows.
That's valid. I would do.
The Fury of Blows. All right.
Thing. So that spends a key point, and oh gosh, what does it do? Son of a...
You can make 2 unarmed attacks.
2 unarmed attacks. Okay. Oh, I'd like to use my null bite attack.
Oh, fuck yeah. You're gonna lean in and just like,
Well played.
I believe is a 1d4, and I don't get any pluses. I think it's just a straight d20.
With a no
my
bite?
God.
I assumed you had your strength bonus.
Okay, so that makes that,
That makes sense to me too.
13, does that hit?
They have an AC of 15, unfortunately.
Son of a heck. Okay. Alright, that's it for
But
me
you
then.
get to make 2 when you flurry of blows. You get 2 unarmed strikes.
Okay, so I'll do it again.
I'm
Sorry, I'm
here.
just double checking. Okay,
Did
yeah.
tell her no twice in German. That is hilarious. Greg, you're a fucking comedic masterpiece.
Oof.
Oh my god!
The dice shows a 9.
Oh,
Y'all!
No, that's a monk. You're a monk, right?
Right,
I
so
am-
that's like
Wouldn't that make you proficient
plus-
in unarmed attacks?
Oh shit.
yeah, because they're dexterity and you're a monk.
You're up first
Oh
one.
shit.
Yeah,
that's 15.
I think you bite his face off.
Oh, well, it's a d4 plus my strength, so
Mhm.
I don't know if I quite do that.
Well, you got 2
But,
HP left. So yeah, you taste unfortunately some makeup as you come in for Grain comes in for a little kiss and leaves the face lacking meat. The makeup does not taste good.
I'll have you know, mine tastes like a tropical rainforest. So there.
Amazing. So, Granny, you've laid them out. There are some other foes upon the field, although no other masters of comedy seem arrayed against you. So you got like movement left if you want to
I'm
reposition.
so sorry. I killed him. Okay, cool.
Yep.
15.
He had like 2 HP left after you like opened the can of whoop ass.
Gotcha. Okay. Can I see the Azure Acrobat from around this corner?
Yeah. You got line of sight on him.
Oh, I want to get right there, please.
Okay.
That's it.
You run up on him.
Delight.
It is the Azure Acrobat's turn. They're going to move 10 feet to get to here. They are going to use. Actually, you know what they're going to do?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're going to utilize Ice Twirl and move 15 feet, leaving ice along the way and not provoking an op.
Indeed.
I love that. Love that resource. I like how it's transparent.
Whoosh, right?
Yeah, no, it's a good. I think that was one of Lee's icons assets too.
Yeah, it is. I can definitely get you. So that's the Azure Acrobat's action. You guys hear a sound of like many people like tumbling over each other, and this door to your east bursts open, and you see some acrobats roll out and strike a most fearsome pose after moving their full 40 feet. They are then going to take the dodge action communally as they make like a cheerleader pose and then hop and jump. And it is Johan's turn, and Johan is like, oh, I just wanted to sell my pickles! And then he gets on the ground and like crawls under the cart.
My cabbages.
Hans wanders around with pie on his face, and let's bring up the commoner stats and see how he wanders.
Oh boy.
Yo, I know for a fucking fact that Lee literally made all this shit like 2 hours before the session. It is glorious.
He
Holy fuck.
smacks his head into this wood wall and falls prone.
Oh,
At the end of his turn, the pie like
God.
drips off
There's
just
like
as the camera
sad
sees
trumpet
it.
sound when he
Boy.
lands on his butt.
Oh, wait, how much bludgeoning did he take from that? Actually, all right, half his HP. You know, no biggie.
Womp womp.
He's bloodied. He's got a nosebleed. It's the Vaquero's turn.
Okay, so here's how it's gonna go down. I'm gonna go into these bushes. I can bonus action hide in there.
True.
Don't need my eyes to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't need my eyes to load my hand crossbow.
All right, so you're loading it up. Anything special, or just having it out and loaded?
It's just loaded, because I gotta reload it, because I don't have the hand crossbow expert.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
loaded, hidden, and I guess at the end of my turn, my eyes come back.
Yeah, and you surveil the situation.
Is this guy not dead? This fool?
He's like unconscious, unless you were going for a killing blow with your unarmed.
Oh yeah, I was trying to kick his chest through.
Oh yeah, all right. He bleeds out his last, like in a very sad, like no one loves a clown, like the spotlight, like the world goes dark, a spotlight descends, and he like shudders, blood coming out of him omnidirectionally in a way that people don't actually die except for in video games, and then
Delicious.
yeah, and
Oh,
nutritious, lots of iron.
See, clowns are terrifying, but also like probably
They are not.
Yeah, so there's some tumblers, and they see Granny, who has of course been caused them quite some damage. Now, oh wait. Now you used dissonant whispers earlier. Now is that just for that turn, or do they remain frightened of you after having failed that save?
That's a good question. First level spell, Dissonant Whispers. One action, 60 feet. Instantaneous. No, it's not channeling.
Okay, so they can still, yeah.
That was just a one-time.
Yeah. They know they don't want to fuck with you, and they would like some cover from Deputy Page, so they're going to move up to here and try another joint kick on Granny, because Granny's just apparently having to deal with tumblers today.
Oh, fuck.
But they are at under half HP, so although they do hit, they do less damage. Although they do more damage, even though they had less dice. 8 bludgeoning. It is...
I'm angry now.
It is Taya's turn.
I don't like these other set of tumblers near
Indeed.
me. I
They
don't
are
like
taking the
any-
dodge action, so if you'd like to... So anything that involves, like, a shot, they will... Yeah.
However, something like a saving throw,
They won't have any
they won't be
defense
able,
against.
and then they have to zoom their butts away from me again. I'm just gonna do it again. We're just gonna the dissonant whispers. Please leave.
All right. They're popping that whiz
Whisper,
save.
dissonant melody that one creature can hear, racking it with terrible pain.
Indeed. We'll say that when one is working in such tight formation as these excellent gymnasts, they count as one creature, and thus are all affected equally.
Yes.
And I thought I hit whiz for them, but I'm not seeing it, so I'm going to click it again. Or maybe Roll20 is lagging, they're going to give 2. Okay, yeah, they fail that shit.
I feel that hard.
Yeah, so give us
Okay.
that psychic damage, and they're gonna pack their shit in. They thought that they were like gonna they thought this was the grand entrance, and then
It is lagging a bit. Oof.
and now they take 7 psychic damage and they pack their shit in. They're like up, and they all like do like the back onto their hands flip as they just like roll the fuck back in here, like nah. And it is Deputy Page's turn. Oh wait, well, Talia, anything else on your turn if you'd like to rebase or move tell Dale to move or?
I'm gonna move me. So, question: if I move while he's on my shoulder, and then he gets an additional movement after that, or does that count as his movement too?
I'd give it. You're the aircraft carrier. You're launching him. I'd let him like move after he takes off.
So I'm gonna move. Regretfully,
Move towards
in front of
us.
him.
Yeah.
In front of this sad excuse for a pickle merchant, and Dayamu is gonna just zoop
doing
his butt.
best.
He's trying. He's failing, but he's trying.
so hard.
miserably. And he's going to soon go towards the investigation of this whatever this is.
All
This
right.
thing.
Oh, you
We
see,
all wonder.
Hole.
you see a hole into some deep charred red.
I don't think he
earth.
can get that far yet.
He's not quite. Well, I can take the pseudo dragon's sped. 60 feet flying, actually.
Oh, I lied.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no, you fucking launched the
Round of
F-15 of
Zoop, zoop.
pseudo dragons. The only thing will be the airspace is complicated by the fact that there are tumblers in the zone. Because they're like they make that sound when we try and get by. So just if Dayamu has to fly up and over them, he won't have quite enough speed to get here. Although, actually,
Okay.
wait a minute. Because diagonal movements are treated just the same by Dungeons and Dragons. If we treat an up diagonal movement as equivalent, then he could actually slingshot over them and be like I don't know, probably 10 feet off the field.
Sorry.
Wondering if I really feel the way I feel around here. You can place him.
Okay. All right. Cool.
There's good.
Yep.
Alright.
Perfect.
All right,
He wants
he's
to inspect.
We'll
or
we'll
proceed.
indicate that he is like 10 feet off the field, and I will have him roll his perception. And well, do you want to roll it? I mean, does he have advantage for some reason?
I don't know why he would.
All right, yeah. So he looks around. It's a dark hole. It's not quite sure what's down there. Hasn't seen this stuff before. Looks almost like the grass has been burned away at the fringe at the edges, and just this. Not quite sure why. So that's Deputy Page's turn now. Deputy Page, you're in position. You're flanking the tumblers with Granny.
So, I do the things that I do when I'm in combat, which is to say, go strike, where's the sword, to kill.
You have advantage, but both of those would hit. You can you can check for crits if you'd like.
You know what? I'll do it. So those are my 2 rules. Let me just see.
Now you do have advantage. You have advantage toggle on your sheet, right?
I should probably use it more often. I do not. And I'm sorry.
Well,
Anyway, I hit.
yeah, roll damage. No, you're not getting the treachery
so it
bonus
does not
because of the
include
adjacent
treachery.
friend. That being said, after the 12, they're at 1 HP. After the 10, you simultaneously decapitate 3 tumblers, and a pool of blood just sort of like melds with the grass.
All in the day's book. My character looks at the acrobat. She looks at the acrobat like this.
The acrobat goes like.
I'm gonna roll an intimidate.
All right.
Can I assist?
Yes, you
Oh,
can.
please.
You can give the help action. Oh.
Advantage. I like
Oh.
it. I'll take the 28.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, my character's like this, and she's like, I don't like clowns.
All right. Now, Granny, on your turn.
She is a woman of few words.
Now, Granny, on your turn, what course of action will you take?
This is all a solid, like, frozen slope, right? Like Iceman style?
Yeah. This is what kills dinosaurs. It's Ice Age.
Fucking the dinosaurs.
Well, I'd love to go and run up on it.
Yeah. 10, 15.
And get up on the... Well, no, that's...
Technically, it's difficult terrain, but you can choose to ignore the difficult terrain and make a dex save. But it doesn't matter because as long as you want to get here, you're able to get there.
Okay.
Even if
I'll get right there so that I can attack her, and I imagine I'm gripping with the claws on my hind feet, which might give me a little traction.
Yeah.
And I'd like to stab her a bunch.
Lovely.
Finally, good lord. So that's first attack for 5.
That's a hit.
And the second
second one less so, but yeah, you've stabbed her, and she looks down in terror as her azure outfit is stained sanguine.
Oh, hey, look at that. Looks like you dealt more damage than you thought you would.
Yeah, strangely enough, your knitting needle burns a black gold as it pierces the side of the azure acrobat, and a greedy infernal damage sears her sides.
I want her dead.
That's a nice trick.
The azure acrobat is not super into Debbie Paid intimidating her right now. Like, it's like bad vibes all around. And we're going to see if she recharged Ice Twirl. She did not. So she's going to use Sweep Trip. And attack all adjacent creatures. All 1 adjacent creatures. And Granny, can you make me a strength save?
Certainly. Wow.
And do you have anything to defend you against the cold?
Do I know?
You are at 1 HP, and you slam back first into the ice, and you hear it crack as you are rendered prone. The Azure Acrobat, while you're down, is then going to pirouette off and hop into the waters. She seems to, like fuck up and like belly flop, and she's like, "Ow!" and she's a very sore tummy. She's not feeling great. But she's in the water. Some tumblers have now emerged.
Nope.
And they move 40 feet, which puts them literally right here. So they are going to dash to get right here, and that's their turn. It is Johan's turn, and Johan's like, "Oh, behind you, pseudo dragon lady. There's something. Oh no!" And
Johan, you worthless piece of
Hans
shit.
stands up.
Thank you.
Hans walks up the wall with his hands.
Commoners.
Like spits out a loose bloody tooth, turns around, sees a mass of tumblers preparing to swan dive kick all together down onto Talia, and is just like, "Oh fuck, 9, and then proceeds to dash into this alleyway. It is the Vaquero's turn.
This is so beautiful. So
Okay, so
far.
I was muted. I didn't realize. So I'm stealthed, and my speed is 45.
Yes. Oh, you going for the aquatic
30.
combat?
No, not at all. Absolutely not. What I'm going to do is a little fishing.
Oh?
Beautiful.
Oh?
Give me one moment here. There it is.
Oh my god, we love to see it. I would say roll damage. I would say roll damage, but like...
Ooh.
I mean,
Amazing! Amazing!
I know a bad tumble when I see it, and yeah.
You got him. You got her in a net.
She's here. I'm gonna slap the manacles on her, and I'm gonna yell to Depp, be paid. I've got this one. Deal
All right,
with
now,
Tumblerina over there.
now, so she's a very like she's a squirm and catch. So I'm gonna need that sleight of hand contesting her acrobatics here.
Oh, can I knock her out? Is that a thing?
If you consider it a 0 HP, that's less than lethal. That's like so to knock her out, you need to get through her HP. To slap her some manacles on her, not so much.
Okay. I don't even know if I want her conscious. That's the thing. I mean, but all right. So
You'll have advantage. You'll have advantage
What?
because she's netted, and she'll have disadvantage.
for the sleight of hand.
Yeah.
No, for her contestant to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let me roll that at advantage. Oh, that is. So yeah, 16.
No, it's a +6 either way, although I did accidentally hit dex save. Oh, well,
Oh my god.
we'll say it doesn't count because I hit dex save. Whatever. She's clapped in some irons. And in a net. And she says, "What travesty! The state has quashed art."
Yes, that's our job. Thank you.
And
Can I put a python through one of the links of the manacle to make sure she doesn't get anywhere?
yeah, you can like
All right.
like
I'll
lock
just
it down a little
Fucking
more.
hammer that into someplace.
Oh, like to the
And,
ground.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So she's staked here.
Yep. And then I've got 5 feet of movement. I'm gonna go to. That's as far as I can get. I'm sorry, Granny. I can't do anything for you.
All right, Taya. So like 10 seconds into Fight the Circus and Chill, and the tumblers give you this look.
Jesus. That's not a. Lee. Hey.
What's
Why do you do this?
what's the play?
Why do you do this thing?
So, before I don't even okay.
Right? Right? Look at what we have to work with. Look at them. Look at them.
Before casting Eldritch Blast, because I'm out of spell slots, I'm gonna look back at Johann and sneer. Thank you for letting me know they were right behind me. And then I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast. How do you do spells to hit?
I think if you click your Eldritch Blasty button, it should work with a caveat that Eldritch Blast in melee range, unless you have something to change that, will be a ranged attack in melee at disadvantage.
Why do you do this to me? Then I'm going to try to back away. Is that possible?
Yeah, you
Does
will.
that give him advantage? Or the runaway, the thing?
Well, so you'll proc an op.
Disengage.
You'll proc an op unless you use an action to disengage.
So you can't attack, but you can move away. I'm going to be there next turn.
You could step back, risk the op, and then Eldritch Blast.
We're gonna try it.
They could just catch up to you. You would get hit twice.
Oh, we never risked
That's
the
fair.
app. We never risked.
To the tumbler,
risk.
they
believe in
attempted to joint kick you. A 22 will be hitting this day for a 6 bludgeoning as they take you in the chest. But you're backed up and you don't have disadvantage on the coming Eldritch Blast, which should be listed in your attacks.
This one I can click on.
Yeah.
This one I can click on. Yay.
And
Do.
then when it appears in the
That.
chat,
Boom.
you can mouse over the word Eldritch Blast. And well, if it had hit, you would have put an 11. Doesn't hit. I'm sorry. You rolled a 4 on the d20.
Oof.
Indeed. Now, what does your familiar do, and do you have any bonus actions you'd like to take?
All evening.
What can you do with a bonus action?
So, normally, things granted by your class. I can't think of any particular... There's some spells that are bonus action casts, but...
Hex, I guess. I think it's bonus action.
Oh, you could hex them. Do you have hex?
Yeah. Do you have
I don't-
hexes?
I do not.
Ninja Giant slots either way, which I know... Hex isn't a cantrip, is it?
No, not
It
for
is
warlocks.
not. It is like level 2 or something. Level 1.
Oh,
I'm
okay,
not
yeah.
sure.
Yeah, so, and you're dry anyway, right?
Not something I have. Yes, I'm out of
All right,
spell slots.
all right,
I have
so-
cantrips. I
Nice.
have Eldritch Blast. I have a lot of Eldritch Blasts.
Well, you've only moved 15 feet if you want to move any further.
I,
You have seen that it
yes,
looks like they can
yes.
clear 40 feet in a single move.
I'm going to hide behind Johan.
Excellent. Excellent. All right, so Tahia, that's your turn. Debt be paid. It's your turn.
Sadly, I cannot get adjacent to my friends, the tumblers. I can get here. And I
Your
can give
friends.
some on Zwei. 14 does not hit, I assume, right?
Actually,
Yeah.
well, it's the tumblers, it does. Because, there's
Yeah.
multiple bodies moving around, not too hard to hit.
Yeah.
So you deal 9.
So that's a full 9. That's a full 9.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to employ the class features that I have, which is to say I'm going to put my seal upon them as a unit. Does that work?
A greedy golden seal
the
seems to
group of
dance
people-
between all their foreheads. All right, that's Debbie Page's turn,
I
right?
feel being a petition of breeds that I inherently own all of them. However, just making sure that it works mechanically.
Mm-hmm.
I have made my move, my action, and my bonus action.
All right,
I believe that's
all right.
all I
Granny,
can do.
it is presently your turn.
I would like also to make an intimidation check. However, I acknowledge that I am kind of spent with regards to some movements I can make.
Yeah. Granny.
I'm gonna go ahead and prop that. Fucking attack me. I dare you, bitch. Do it. Come at me.
I don't feel so great.
Mhm. Standing up is normally half your movement, if you'd like to do that.
Yeah. Ugh. I'm gonna kind of stagger to my feet, and move forward just a bit, but I think that's half my movement. And stay there with sort of my knitting needles up, like,
Ready to fight?
I'll get you! I'll get you!
This is merely a flesh wound.
Indeed, indeed. I verily.
The Azure acrobat seems restrained by her restraints for now. It is the Tumbler's turn. They spin up, spin around, flip, flip, flop, and they come right here.
Thought so.
And
Yep.
they
Hi.
kick up. They use their legs to grab Johan and push him up into his own cart. And then, are they under half HP or are they? They're
They're still
over
above.
half. Yeah, they're above. And then they are going to launch Johan up into the air and then hit him. He's going to come down on top of his pickle cart because he's like thrown up over it that he was under. And both the pickle cart and he fall down and crash upon Debt Be Paid. Debt Be Paid, make me a dex save.
This is so rude. Very rude. I will have them know. Not only are they violating a number of laws, they're also just very rude. Well,
All right, so
I rolled a 15.
So you manage to step out of the way. Johan, on the other hand, does not, as he winds up battered and mangled and
Damn.
passing the death save. in the wreckage of his cart. Splattered remnants of pickle everywhere. And yeah,
Ooh.
Poor Håkon. I feel so sorry for him.
it is Johann's turn. Johann rolls another death save. It's a failure this time. Oh no, what will his fate be? It is Hans's turn. As Hans looks back, he's like, "Oh, my fortunes are ruined. 9."
Left his fucking brother to die. What a
And then
fucking
hides.
piece of shit.
It is then Vaquero's turn. The Vaquero, you see the tumblers are still tumbling.
Goodness.
Fucking scumbag. He left his brother there to die in the street. Alright.
Such a cool fate. Cool.
So over here, it's gonna happen. You know
Yeah.
what I should do?
What?
As a matter of fact, let me see what my bonus actions and shit are looking like.
What options are there? We'll see. We'll see.
Nah, let's just fuck him up. Don't need to get fancy.
That's a hit. Roll me that damage.
Lovely.
So that comes out to 16. They're still up.
Ooh.
Oh. The unarmed strike, a critical. We love to see. Now, you're not still getting
No
sneak, though, right? Yeah, you only proc sneak once. So that's 5.
I just forgot to uncheck it.
Oh, good. Anything else in your turn?
Yeah, let's get greedy. Let's pop a key point
Ooh.
for a flurry of blows.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hit. You managed to punch them down. I'm assuming this is also lethal.
Yeah, we've got someone alive to talk.
You crack some necks, and with that,
Fucking snap their heads together.
now, you guys,
Beautiful.
yeah, I think that's the fight. I think that combat ends as you gaze upon, the carnage upon the field, and would Deomu have continued to investigate this hole?
Yes. And I have read through his thing. He does have keen senses, so he has advantage on wisdom and perception checks for sight, hearing, and smell.
Oh, well.
I didn't know that.
Well.
Sorry. I'm learning things.
Well. Excellent. He flies in and then flies back out, holding a little like urn-looking, jar-looking thing, and it's got like the symbol of a snowflake or some shit on it.
Oh, wait. Oh, shit.
That looks familiar, but fuck. The Carol hasn't seen it.
Your other character probably has. Let me roll religion.
Son of a bitch.
No,
I meant to have it look like Deomu was carrying it, but it kind of looks like he's surfing on it.
It does. It's adorable.
He
does it up.
Deomu was like, cowabunga.
Oh my god.
I'm going to. Can he carry it?
Yeah, he can like. He's like encumbered by it. He's like moving half speed, but he can carry it.
I'll have him bring it over.
Granny would like to start tearing into some of the dead. She doesn't feel so good, and eating always makes her feel better.
Excellent. Yeah. So you did a little nom on that corpse. Does that allow you to heal, or are you just enjoying the meat?
There's no rule that says it would allow me to heal.
All right. But you have yourself a time. And Deomu returns with the jar, and Yeah, Granny, you find that you eat like all of them who are dead, right? Or eat from all of them once you're dead?
Oh yes, I can.
You find that clown meat seems particularly regenerative as you feel a little bit better about yourself after getting them down to the bone.
I would like
crunching
to.
in that marrow.
I would like to ransack the dead for potions or some way to stabilize Johann.
All right.
Did pretty poorly on a medicine check, so.
You find the Azure Acrobat did have a healer's kit, which you can expend one charge for. It had 5 charges remaining. You can expend one of those to stabilize Johann.
I will do that.
We'll just see. We'll just make sure he doesn't get a natural one while you're away.
Oh god.
Okay, so you get here just in time. All right, so Deputy Paid, you find some spare change on them. And what you notice is, what you guys who haven't been with Deputy Paid notice is that when she picks up these sacks of gold, they seem to flash gold, and then there seems to be a little bit less in them. And there's what would have been.
A magic trick. I'm part of the circus. I make gold disappear randomly. Don't ask questions.
What would have been 10 GP is now 8 GP.
Well, I keep the 8 GP.
And you guys find not really much on their persons other than like some coins they seem to earn. Hans come back and he's like, "Oh no, Johann! You are wounded and our cart is destroyed and I have been pied in the face."
I tell him he's a coward and a craven for leaving his brother here to die.
I was attacked!
Granny looks up and says, "You are a coward."
She's like,
my character's just like, don't worry about it. Healing
My
word.
character. And Tahia's like, so what are you going to pay us in return for saving your lives?
he's like, whoa, hold on, who did you healing word, Pat?
Really extorting this motherfuckers. Yeah,
I don't need payment, but
I'm here for it. No. If these guys want to extort, you know what?
All right. So
I
who?
will not participate in
Pat, who's getting the healing word? Johann?
Yeah,
The
Johann's getting getting the healing.
Healing
All
word.
right. And Hans is like,
Everybody. I think healing word works for everybody. Let me just go and like.
Isn't it massive?
Area of effect, right?
It's an area. I think so. I'm not.
I think there's mass healing word. I'm not sure. Point is, when money gets brought up, they're like, well, I mean, we spent our money trying to get these pickles. Yeah, there's a mass variant of healing word.
Yeah.
All right, so Pat, you heal Johann for 5.
Well, all right. Never mind. If it's not a mass use spell, I'm just gonna cast Cure Wounds
On who?
on Johann, and then
Johann, well.
also I'm going to cast Healing Wounds on the most damaged member of our party, and that I'm basically out of spell forever.
You're casting healing word on Granny.
No, I can cast the same spell. But
Yeah, all right, then give us cure wounds again.
Yeah. I mean, like, I'm content with letting it be 7. If you want me to re-roll.
Yeah, because odds are it'll be higher.
Oh, nice. You're right.
Granny
it
gets
was
another
higher.
9 as you're chowing down on some you're like licking the bone, and Deputy Paid comes over and like lays hands on you, and you're like, "Ooh," and you heal up a bit. Hans is embarrassed, and he's like, "But I mean, I've never been attacked by a clown before." And Johann is like, "Oh no, my livelihood. Oh, but my life, you've saved me. Oh, thank you so much." And when Ty is like makes mention of money, he like reaches around his pocket and he like offers you 10 silver, and he's like, "I'm sorry, it's not much, but I don't have much after the cart was destroyed."
Fine.
Do any of our group members have mending? Never mind. Okay. Clearly the answer is no.
Speaking of our group members, I can't remember who said it first, but wasn't someone missing a child who ran off to the circus?
Yes, that was my nephew. He's got to be
Right.
around.
Think our blue friend here might know, and I'll kick her a little bit.
She's like,
Wow.
"Art is the only
Uh,
truth." that I can provide. And we go to the 10-minute break.
Hey!
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
The suspense.
Oh shit! All right.
We have an interrogation to come back to.
Yeah, no,
Oh, if only
seriously.
Silo was here. We're here. She makes interrogations so fun.
That was good at interrogating. I'll be right back.
How do you? Is there a place for putting in the money on your character sheet?
Yeah, if you look right underneath where your attacks are, you'll see.
Wow. They're little
You-
pretty colorful icons. I'm good at this game.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Thanks for the opportunity to know the answer.
Yes. Hi.
Hey. Oh,
Had I
you're
known I was allowed to be extra, I would have been a lot more extra than I was.
oh, we love to see it. Oh no, we're all about being extra here.
I have so many Ren Fair costumes that I can't wear in 1 year. Thank you.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. It's all
And now
coming
I
out
can
now.
put a character to every single one of them. I'm so happy.
Oh yeah.
I'm assuming that you guys will put up with me that long.
Oh hell yeah.
Absolutely. Well, and I was just outside having a cigarette with my husband, who's been watching and listening when he wasn't busy making dinner. And I think he's really interested in playing with us moving forward. So,
Oh, that's wonderful.
yeah, Lee, he has a muscle wizard, homebrew, who he's
A muscle
really
wizard.
enjoyed playing in a one-shot before.
Oh, I'm interested in checking out the muscle wizard.
Right? What is that?
I told you.
Oh, Marishi, thank you so much for coming through with the sub. And hey, you're going to be in a panel with Pat soon, aren't you? We love you. We love to see it. What you getting into, Marishi? You on the panels? We stand. Marishi's great, y'all. Check him out. Twitter, all them links. The bot doesn't yell at people for linking anything anymore. Marishi, if you want to drop a line. Friend of the channel, long time. We love to see the support. It's
Thanks, Marishi.
yes. Oh, my lady Silo. Oh, they're your DM? That's wonderful. They're super cool. Yeah, I love to have it. Pat's going to be out on a panel. I'm not 100% when it's going to be, but it's going to be lovely with all those lovely people on it. And yeah, more on it if you check our social spaces. Obviously, I'll drop the exclamation mark links. And yeah, just thank you everyone for coming through. You know I love to shillery shoo. We are still waiting for our beloved Patrice to return to us, but I might, given that it is 10:44, slide us into the beginning of that interrogation, which I assume is coming next.
Lee, can I ask, is all this circus stuff because I mentioned from the bathtub this morning that I don't know what my motivation is, maybe circus?
Yes, literally.
Oh my god. This is fantastic.
I was straight up like, circus, going with it.
Thank you. This is wonderful.
Hey, thank you for the inspiration. This has been wonderful. I had a lot. I mean, like, you didn't get to see a lot of the clowns' moves, but they literally have comedy points that they spend like key.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Oh wow.
I am low key jacking Greg Stees with his mime character idea.
I just really wish I could have played a mime. Like the instead of playing the Vaquero, I almost played a mime, but I decided I liked this better, and I wanted to be able to speak.
Which, to be fair, I mean, we love
Right now,
Vaquero.
Yeah.
Oh.
We love the Vaquero, though.
I mean, yeah, I really am getting drawn to this character a lot and like it a lot, but I just now I can't help but wonder what would have been like
In the road less traveled.
in another world.
In another life, you and I could have been combat mimes.
some enchanted miming.
I dreamed a dream of mimes gone by. Miming really matters to Lee. I'm sorry, I'm all over
Greg,
the place.
Is Greg's video frozen for you?
Our dearest Gregathy's video does seem
I'm just
frozen.
really stoned, and I was fucking zoning out.
Yay!
It's a raining mimes. Hallelujah.
Yeah, it's raining mimes.
Rain mimes.
I can't do strings, whatever.
That is an amazing goblet.
I know,
thank
right?
you. I stole it from the local absinthe bar.
Well,
Both of them are great.
I took like 3.
in a parody as a video game.
Yeah, I haven't stolen anything else.
In a VR bar.
Yeah, and it was in VR, and then we printed it out in 3D. Yeah, I actually have an amazing 3D printer that does glass. Wildly enough.
Yeah, no,
Just kidding.
right?
It's actually
totally,
clear
totally.
plastic that's slowly bleeding into every drink she has. It's reaching the frontal lobe and penetrating the blood-brain barrier. We tell more each day. We love the fits.
Am I gonna die?
Nah.
Is this a waterfall?
It is. Little misty
That is
mist.
so charming. I loved it.
Right?
Yeah,
fucking
no.
love it, Lee. This is
the
amazing.
design.
The whole transition and everything. I love it.
The wild thing is, Pat actually made the waterfall token forever ago for thanks to the Kumo Islands. I just haven't been using it.
Yeah. But it's all good. We using it
Amazing.
now.
Who? I don't know why I was goofy. Let's just go and interrogate this ice person.
So, you guys have an Azure acrobat who has bled for her art. Although her blood runs cold like ice through her acrobatic veins. And yeah, Taya has found out that someone's life and livelihood in Freistadt is worth about 10 silver. And Jomu has gotten her a strange pottery urn thing, and anyone who gazes upon this might roll history with disadvantage unless they've, I don't know, seen one before. Cough, cough.
Have I? I feel like if anybody here has, I probably would have. I've
Yeah,
seen a lot
you
of
have.
things.
You were there. I think you were. It was at the shrine.
Oh, I was literally there, but
Yeah, no, you were literally
I
there.
should know automatically what this is.
Yeah, you should know automatically what it is.
One of 3 things, TBH. So can I roll at advantage?
Yeah.
Oh wow! Whoa! Okay, I literally just forget that a whole episode ever happened, and I'm just like, wow, hey, look at that pretty thing. Wow, so bad.
Strange. Have you
Proud
seen
of
it
you.
before? Do you
I feel like
recognize
I
it at all?
have, but maybe it was a dream. I don't know. I have weird dreams sometimes, filled with objects that I want to have. I don't know where they come from, but they're good dreams.
If only.
Is that ice cream?
This is where it's. This is the one and only situation where it's like awesome to have the keen mind. Because then you just be like, no, just tell me what the fuck was this again?
Yeah, right. I literally probably could have asked Lee that, but I decided to roll, and I don't regret it. Even though I rolled the worst. The worst.
So, I think I'm gonna move the manacle pythons to the tree. And then I'm gonna be like, all right, so where is the nephew?
She says,
There was a little child, a little no child, I assume, that
Yes,
ran away with your circus, or was
he was taken.
stolen by the circus.
My
Oh.
God.
Right. Have you seen a little no child?
what a terrible fable you weave. It
I-
lacks drama or intrigue. Tell me, have you just taken up the storyteller's trade? She's talking shit.
What?
She's
Sorry,
talking
I
shit.
missed the last sentence.
Well, then I hit her with the whip.
All right. Lewd. I'm assuming non-lethally. All right. Well,
Yeah, lethally. Honestly.
you attack with advantage because she's like tied up. And I mean, let me. Can you give me? All right. Advantage. But yeah, does anybody want to give me an intimidate? An intimidate to get this person to talk?
Yes.
All right.
Flesh
hey,
party more
look,
like
I'm
cracks
gonna
the whip
go
in the
stand
air.
front of this person. I'm gonna go stand here, and I'm just gonna stand.
Granny's
Nice.
gonna.
I think you should ask her the questions.
No, you guys can ask the questions. My character's just standing there. She asked the person who was asking the questions. Can I kill her yet?
Granny wants to lean in real close with like gore and viscera coming off of her breath and like her muzzle stained with all of it, and just sort of snarl with like drool and blood dripping off of her jaws right like onto her face. Like just enraged beyond words almost.
All right. The acrobat looks frozen with fear.
Can we give double advantage to her asking the question?
Yeah, I mean the DC is going to be pretty low. That's an intimidation with advantage. I think you've done spooked her with them our behaviors.
This is not the day she thought she was gonna have when she put on that little leotard.
So yeah, you intimidate. Well, I mean, we can use Pat's intimidation, and you like scare the shit out of her, and she's like, "Okay, listen, no, yes, well, I know that nearby, there's some lady, and we were using her house to move lots of stuff, and she had some things, and maybe it's in there."
It.
What sort of?
I mean,
defenses can we
he.
expect
I mean,
from
her.
that
I mean,
lady?
them.
Condemned, you say? Well,
Oh, that sounds like squatters, Deputy Paid.
you sound like squatters to me. So you're going to jail. Whether you make it there alive is up to you.
She says, "Well, aren't there squatters' rights in the city?"
Insofar as I'm aware,
No,
no.
but there's squatters left, and I give her a left hook.
Lee, are there squatters' rights in the city?
No, are you fucking kidding me? This is run by a guild council. There's squatters' rights to shut the
Okay.
fuck up.
Squatters left.
Thank
Right.
you, Lee.
Just
Thank you,
squatters
Lee.
left
No,
hook.
fuck off. Aren't there squatters' rights in the city?
This is like
Imagine thinking you have rights.
this is run by like a petty bourgeoisie oligarchy. No, they do not. Amazing! You give her the squatters' lefts and you knock her out of it.
Oh, she thinks she has rights. Oh, it's funny. You really are a clown. Okay, I'm done laughing now. Yeah, no, you're going to jail.
Alright, so are we gonna nail this fucking child kidnapper to the bottom of a river or what?
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
No,
All
let's
right.
let her lead us to them.
Oh, smart.
Yeah, I
You
guess.
truly are as worldly no.
Thank
Before
you.
we go
Yeah.
off, I'm gonna have Deomu go up right up close to her and through him use my voice to say, "Is there anything else you want to tell us?"
She's like, "Woo, woo, 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 woo."
So my
Whoa.
voice is coming out of Deomu because
She-
warlock and shit.
Yeah, and like you're like in the background, like eyes all rolled up, and then like your mouth coming out of the pseudo dragon. and like she just like, oh, we were digging for something in that hole. I guess you found it.
Oh.
All I
What
know
is
is the ringleader's after something called red iron. He says we need a lot of it.
Why?
For what?
The big show.
What big show?
That sounds terrible.
What is
Well,
your-
we came here to
What's on the
perform.
itinerary?
We
What's
we,
on the big
we,
show
we,
list?
we came here to perform on Council Island for the Council of Peers.
When?
Well, just as soon as we have everything ready, with no delay, post haste.
And what is this performance? What is this performance entail? And why do you need red?
Why? It has everything: drama, ecstasy, sorrow, tragedy, comedy, mistaken identity, everything.
Sounds like you should bug
Well,
for the
there-
IRS.
It's not. I feel like you're gonna hurt people, and I don't like it. Also, what kind of defenses? What kind of people can we expect in this place you've been using to move people
Oh well,
around?
I mean, most of them are like big crabs, but I mean, some of them are very cute. You see, well, look, it's not our fault, all right. This woman, she had a menagerie already, and we just sort of moved in, and we're going to give those animals work in the show.
Animals, you said.
Oh
hell
hell no!
Legal?
Oh no, it's certainly very illegal, but she was
No,
already
it's not
living here.
Legal work.
Damn! What the fuck? You're just confessing to me like this? My lead, you're very easy.
Well, I mean, this is she's pretty fucking.
Fair enough, fair
You know,
enough.
she's
Maybe
up
I'll
shit
let her
creek without a
live.
paddle here.
Shit.
Well, I mean, so she's saying like they like they're not the people who gathered this menagerie originally.
Well, so sure as fuck are going to be the people leading us to it.
But
The
they're,
leaders
like,
to the menagerie.
capturing. Well, they're like
Let them
stealing
go.
people and bringing them to the menagerie. Yeah, well, yeah. Bring
We'll just
us
take
there.
them to
What kind
jail.
of defenses can we expect there?
She
No,
kind of
I'll
like
lead us there.
she
I'll-
points like up the stairs to this door, and is like, "Well, I mean, I guess the lady is still inside, but she's probably not too happy with us." And well, I mean, we had some people in moving crates. I don't know how many are still around. Most of us came outside.
Alright, well.
Okay.
One
I
more
don't
thing.
like the
Kill
idea
again.
of these
Yep.
people alive.
Yeah.
One more. Deomu, I'm gonna have Deomu pull the thing, the urn
Hmm.
up with the snowflake on it to her, and telepathically this time, instead of through the dragon, I'm gonna ask, "What is this?"
She thinks back to you. Something from the bottom of that hole. We were digging for it. We thought it might be red iron.
Fine.
I hold up my sword. You guys know this is red iron, right?
And she looks at it and she's like, "Oh,
Yeah, that stuff deals.
so that's what that is."
Hit her
Yeah,
with
what
it.
the fuck are you going to do with it?
Well, all I know is we're supposed to bring it to the ringleader without delay.
Wunderbar. You're coming with us. You're bringing my sword to the ringleader.
Oh.
Yeah?
Well, I don't know where the ringleader
We wanna
is right
deal
now.
With the woman with the menagerie first, or
We're going
Okay.
to kill her.
Yes.
Yes, we're going to
well, you don't
kill
know where the
this,
ringleader is. You
I'm assuming that's her.
No, he when we arrived in town, he said that he had to go to a dinner party and told us to make ready for the show.
Okay. Well, in that case, you're taking mine red iron sword to whomever the fuck is in charge around here. And you're going to
that's the
stand
lady
down
over
when
there.
we kill her.
in that building.
Capiche?
I really don't think we should
Mm.
take her over there with us. I think she can only be in liability. I think we should kill this woman here now.
I agree
Please.
with that.
Yes.
I'm gonna roll an insight check here.
All right.
Is she smart?
I mean, she can cast spells, so that's just doesn't have to be smart. That's just instantly dangerous. I think more dangerous than someone who could not.
Do I think she
I say
values
this as
her
a
life?
non-spellcaster.
I think she values her life, but you think that she values art.
Maybe we should kill her.
Kill her
could
and
either
set
right
her
now.
up so her body's dabbing post hope.
We could leave her unconscious and have the
Her
guard
body
take her.
is dabbing post.
Why would we do that?
I'm going to try one last thing. So,
Child traffickers, human traffickers. I don't want to leave them alive. Period. I mean that's just besides the point that she's also a liability.
I shush
But if we-
you. As if I weren't entirely on the same page with you, because I totally am. My character is not in favor of child trafficking. She is, however, in favor of us getting what we want. So, she's going to stand over here. She's going to shush
But
everyone.
we know her. Mm-hmm.
She's going to look at the acrobatic individual, and she's going to say, "Oh, I will therefore place you here. There's quite a good possibility that you will live to see another performance, that you will continue to do art as you see it in general. Period. You might have to serve a little bit of jail time, however. As far as I'm aware, you did not directly attack us. Or, perhaps you did, but it was in the act of fleeing, so it doesn't really count. So you will not get a very long jail sentence, as far as I'm concerned. Assuming I have the sway that I have.
Mm-hmm.
So, you will help us here. You will help us take down this ringleader character. And if you do not, well, I can't hardly help you in your defense later on. But if you do, I think we could get you a very minimal sentence. And you will continue to do art
All right. She nods. She
in the
seems
future.
she seems to be along for this ride. But again, I think several of
If
your party
you
members,
betray us, however, I will kill you.
several of
I'm
your
just
party
going to
members
say that
sound
right now.
like they're like
You will not live.
not really gonna wait. When Deputy Page says that, does anybody object and just, I don't know, decapitate her?
Granny will sort of nuzzle like around her neck and like lick it a little bit, and then like take me to my nephew, and then back off a little bit.
All right.
Yeah, my character's like, yeah, take us to
All
her
right.
nephew, please.
So she is in a net, manacled, and there's a python driven through those manacles to staple her to the ground. What of that do you change?
Well, I suppose all of it?
I guess take the fucking net off. I'm unmanacling her.
You're gonna unmanacle her?
No, I'm not.
All right, so
the
you
net
should-
can come off though.
All right. So what I'm hearing is the manacles stay on during interrogation and transit.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah, and by the way, Deputy Page, did you tell Tahia about the various things that can be found in these sorts of urns? And how they often
did.
tend to burst when you throw them at something?
Is it one of those?
Well, it's marked with a symbol of frost.
I thought it was when you
So,
opened.
yeah.
Oh fuck, never mind.
I would also, so yes, I do. I would also, I would help in the unmanacling of the frost lady, and I would say,
You don't
No, but that's
unmanacle her.
not.
You
Oh,
don't.
We're not
you
unmanacling. We're
you-
not
you
unmanacling.
de-net
We're
her.
just taking the net off of her.
okay, fair.
all right. Yes.
I'd make sure she knows she's with us.
All right, so she's really scared of Granny. She's really scared in general, and she's willing to lead you guys up. And you see there is like some like reddish sand stuff also higher up in this park area when you go up the stairs. But she leads you past this downed tree, like towards this doorway. How would you guys?
Before we go.
Yes.
What if this spider? Is that a spy? What do we
Good
what do we
point.
do with this? Like it's seen us now. How do we I don't like that. Your pet.
I wanna
What-
go
what
back.
do you
All right, it's waiting where you told it to wait.
I don't like leaving
so-
things that have seen us.
You're making good points here. Where the fuck is it? Oh, it's sorry, it's over here. So does it clearly understands common, right?
Mm-hmm.
I would say, my friend,
Mm-hmm.
do you understand me?
It kind of like stands up and down.
I could take that as a yes. So, are you comfortable waiting here for another hour? Upon which I will return, and perhaps I could take you back to where I reside.
It goes up and down
resident.
again.
Is that a yes?
It waits a moment and then goes up and down again.
I would take that as a yes.
Do we really want to leave it for something else to find?
No. And you make a good point.
Deamu, would you like a rider?
Hmm.
Amazing. So, like, does Daemu ride the Iron Spider?
No, the other way around.
Oh, the Iron Spider climbs onto Daemu.
How big is the Iron Spider?
That's what I'm. Yeah, is this like tarantula? Or are we talking like itty bitty? Oh,
Well, it's smaller than a humanoid. It's like hobbit-sized, maybe.
it's like a large dog.
It's like a pug.
I think probably more like a poodle.
Hmm.
What
There are
kind of
many sized poodles.
standard, mini, giant?
I was thinking standard.
It's like a lab.
Way? Yeah, like a lab.
It's like a lab, like a large lab.
All right. Yeah, that can't ride by pseudo dragon.
Oh,
Pseudo Dragon can ride it though.
Yes.
Adorable. Do it.
Daemu, are
My
you
character's
comfortable
like-
riding a spider? You can always fly away if you're not. I
yeah.
understand.
Daemu's down to have like a moving seat.
All right.
Yeah, I'm just like facilitates this. please.
Daemu's
You're
automated
very
palanquin.
good girl.
All right.
I'm shook that this fucking thing's our friend. I'm so sorry, but this freaking me out.
It's cool.
All right. All players can now control friend spider.
Friend spider. I love it. The fuck?
Friend.
This is such a weird episode.
Yeah.
We have a dragon riding a spider after we just interrogated a mine clown.
A pseudo dragon on a pseudo spider.
Oh shit, you right though. Oh shit.
You do be making points though. All right. So you guys have resolved that, and now before you awaits the door into this place. Now you see that this building is like a 2-story building, but then it goes off this cliff edge and is like 3 stories because this is like a story, like 10 foot and 10 to 15 foot.
Look, this me. Yes. No. My character is going to refer to that grouping of people or individual. I don't know which.
It's a single person. All right.
I'm gonna try to sneakily scout around and see. What
Are we
I can
leaving
see.
the urn of snowflakes?
I'm assuming we will like
fuck.
put that in the
Someone's
inventory.
got it.
I thought somebody had it.
All right.
Daemu had it. Now
No,
Daemu's
so-
riding a spider.
So Vaquero, you're trying to sneak in this place, right?
You can have it.
You said
I'm really
I'm
around.
trying to
Sounds
sneak around, look
pleased.
for like a window or something, but I guess I kick a wall.
All right. So you
Stub a
find
toe.
a window. And like you're stealthing about,
Someone's
right?
looking right out of.
You're being a stealthy boy, and
Oh, boy.
it just happens to be like an open window, and you lean in to like reconnoiter, and you just kind of like wind up leaning a little too far, and roll me a reflex save or a dex save. Okay.
Oh my god.
So, like, the window, right? The window, like, slams, like, on you. after it falls. So
Oh,
like,
God, I've seen this anime.
and you're now, yeah. So like, you have a compromised position. People have definitely heard that shit. And you guys see the Vaquero's legs just kind of like sticking out at the wall, and you definitely hear movement inside. And these are acrobats like they'll come to check what that is.
Whoa, what's this? I think I'm stuck.
Yeah, Hans and Johan are hiding somewhere else. So yeah.
In the meantime, I'm gonna cast the cantrip Minor Illusion to pretend like the window is still there from the inside, so it looks like nobody's there.
Oh shit! All right.
Nobody's there. Nobody's there. Nothing's happening.
No. But
Genius.
do you let the Vaquero know that that's the
Around and
case?
try to yank his feet out.
Yeah.
Wait,
So Granny,
do we
do you
have
want,
a network here? Or maybe that's...
Granny, do you want to try and yank his feet?
I would.
That's...
Strength check.
Why does the overlay still think that there's the wrong number of... I'll fix that later. Yeah, so yeah, give me a strength check to like yoink. You can even give me an athletics if you'd like. Or proficiency.
I swear to gosh.
So Talia has like... Now Talia, you just make it look like it, right? Or does the illusion include sound?
No, I can only do one at a time. Sound,
All
sight, or...
Alright. So Granny
Yep,
gives you a
sense.
good pull, Vaquero, so you have advantage on your own athletics or acrobatics attempt to get out of your situation, assuming that you're going with Granny's pull.
I will go with Granny's pull, and I think I'll use my acrobatics. Ah,
Oh, damn. Get it.
You roll out.
Pop up.
You silently emerge, and you guys see through the illusion a clown walk up, and there's someone behind them in the distance who says, "What was it?" And the clown says, "Must have been honk honk, the wind." And she's like, "God damn it." The clown.
man,
the,
they're so lucky. They are so goddamn lucky.
The clown gains a comedy point.
They're just this. I can't think of that anything besides them just building up key points now, and this is your fault.
Oh,
The clown walks away. And then you hear through the... well, actually, you don't hear anything through the window because the window's closed. But you could hear stuff near enough. Yeah. Now, Debbie Page, you're like stacked up on the door. Do you have the Azure Acrobat with you?
Yeah, I believe I do. I would have her enter first. I would say, now it's time for you to earn your keep, or else.
All right, so you open up the door, and she goes in first. And,
Don't let her on anything.
okay, but she has her manacles on, so, like...
Can I remove them?
Before she goes in, I'm guessing?
I'm assuming I would have actually asked.
I'll take them off outside before she goes in. I'll tell her.
I will do that. I'll tell. Yeah.
Well,
Sorry,
can you intimidate her while I take these fucking...
I've already rolled a 29 or 27 on intimidate. I
Oh,
think she's
okay.
fucking intimidated.
Alright.
If she's not, then wow.
I don't want to have to give her a
Strat.
tall cup to act right.
Can Granny ready
So
an
yeah, I'll take
action?
the manacles
Mhm.
off.
To, like, cut her down where she stands?
Sorry.
Yeah. I'd
Yeah.
love to be able to take, like, I'd love to be right behind her, like, looming over her, ready to take a bite action to the back of her neck. If
Awesome.
she does anything to betray us.
All right, so she appears in the doorway, acting perfectly normal and chilling. So she's like, "Hey, guys," and they're like, "Hey, what's going on?" And she's like, nothing bad is happening at all." And then they look at her like, "Okay, why did you say that?" And she's like, "Nothing, just the ringleader sent someone. Yeah, and they told us that we should send who? What's going on? Where is he? I don't know, but we're supposed to go do something with the cages. I think we're supposed to go and get them ready to move. Yeah, we're supposed to get them ready to move. We'll have to move them soon." And they're like, Uh,
Oh, like,
Oh,
damn, that's a
okay.
bad bluff. Roll fucking charisma.
one of the. Well, I mean, actually, you know what?
Yeah, roll that carry's deception. That was pretty shitty.
I rolled something.
I'm gonna be brutally honest.
You can roll your.
I would insight the fuck out of that.
If anybody wants to be peering in and seeing the clown or the acrobat's face, roll me a
I do.
stealth. Roll me a stealth to be like peeking in.
In these heels, this girl doesn't stealth. Mm-mm.
Oh.
All right, you see him.
Just two heads pop around the corner like in
Saturday morning cartoon. All right. Yeah. So both the Vaquero and Granny, give me an insight because they've rolled their insight, but I didn't do it in the roll 20, so you don't know what they know. But if you roll a good insight, then you'll know what they know. Granny, you think that the clown looks kind of funny, haha. And Greg,
I don't have a sense of humor.
Terrible.
oh,
Terrible.
yeah, you think the Vaquero thinks that they know that something is up and they're gonna like maybe move to the next room and then like maybe get ready to do something because they're afraid that something like is sus here, but they don't know what yet.
Oh, I want to spring into action so goddamn bad.
Do you indicate any of that to me?
Lee,
I think by this point, you and I working together, you know what I've got, like, my crime fighting, the look, and I give you the look,
Right.
and I'm like...
But yes, Emily.
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
that's my thing.
Pat! Emily.
I'm so sorry. I should have clarified this immediately. But when you said I felt like something was funny, was it funny, haha, or was it something was off?
It was actually that something was off, but also I was making a bad pun.
Okay. I can't retcon that. Okay.
Oh, like would you have like taken an action at that point?
Yeah, if Granny had felt like something was amiss, like she felt like she was being done wrong by the captive, she would have just latched on to the back of the neck and shaken until dead.
Give me that attack with advantage.
Okie dokie.
All right, that's a
well,
clean
that
fucking
changes
hit.
just
Give me
fine.
that damage.
A little bit. Just a tad.
Give me that damage. All right, and I'm assuming you're a monk, right?
Yep.
So you can at least trigger martial arts as well to do an extra, or spend a key point to do 2 more unarmed attacks at your preference.
Do one extra. I'm so sorry. I'm not familiar.
So, like as a monk, martial arts lets you just make it. You can just tap if you took an attack. Then, as a bonus action, you can tap a single extra. It's still an advantage. Yeah. So the 15 hits.
Okay. So I just like latch on with my jaws around the thing's neck and like shake and tosses her out of the
All right.
doorway and charges in.
All right. So they are still alive, if barely. If you pop that key point, your next one might finish them.
No, I think she's done. She wants like.
Oh, okay. So you
throw
leave.
her out of the way.
Okay. So you just throw her out of the way, and then go in on them. All right. Move yourself wherever you'd go, like within a movement.
Son of a heck.
This is kind of happening, and I want to, like, okay.
That's all right. So
We didn't have time for a short rest either, did we?
Oh no.
No,
Meh.
no, not at all.
Nope.
It's not so much that.
Nope.
It's just
All right,
if
so-
things went this direction. I wanted to like.
Vaquero, you can make a move as things pop off. Vaquero, what would you do immediately as things pop off?
What? These doorways look like they have shit in the doorway.
They have been
Which
broken.
doorways are clear here?
All of them have been broken down and have some debris in them.
So none of them look like a place where someone can like exit through them, right?
No,
Easily,
they could.
at least.
Each of them will be difficult terrain, but
I'm gonna throw some.
Well, I just
some of
realized
my,
I didn't let you look into the
ball
room
bearings.
when you went up to the frickin' the window. I'm sorry. I should have let you see some of the room layout.
It's all right.
Are you throwing some ball bearings?
I'm
Where
gonna
the?
throw my ball bearing. Yeah.
All right, all right.
Right on the center on this clown here.
Amazing. Now, wait, is that out 10 feet?
I don't know exactly what the. Let me look that up real quick.
This metal decal is actually going to work alarmingly well for this job that it was never intended to do.
For sure.
Oh, where? 10 feet. Yep, square area. So.
Oh, like a 10-foot square?
10-foot square area.
That's 2 by 2.
To each creature within the 10-foot square, centered on a point in range. And then.
Wait. Hold on.
Here, I'll put it in the chat.
Alright, so the clown is going to have to make a dex save. Let me bring up the bestiary and hit the humans and... Wow, how have I lost where I put the carnies? Come on, guys, hold on. There, yeah, there it is. Selling clears. Making a dex save.
Okay.
A tumbler, and
And then I'll just.
Alright, so you pop.
Can I? Mm-hmm.
You pop the ball bearings in. They remain
Do I have
standing.
to?
Yeah, you can move. You can move in. So you can move like an actions move, Greg. And Tahia, what would you do when you see like everything is popping off and gone to shit? Or are you just gonna hang back and let things go down?
I'm gonna be in the doorway, ready to, shoot a blast if necessary. But I'm not going in there right now. It's too small in there.
All right, debt be paid.
I'm still half health. Like I'm not. No.
Yeah. Debt be paid.
Yeah.
You're a monster. I mean, like.
Hey.
I think you
Not
could.
a racial slur.
I'm a monster girl. Excuse you.
No, I'm saying I'm like HP wise. I'm pretty sure like the party could fit inside of you HP wise right now.
Yeah, no. I point at the blue lady. I'm just like, you stay
You
here.
wanted to keep it alive, you kill it.
Stay here
no.
if you want to
Keep
live.
it alive, you kill it.
Yeah,
It's your
I'm
pet.
going to.
It's your responsibility.
Yeah, no, I understand that. Fuck.
Does your spider friend fight for you?
Ooh, does the spider friend actually fight?
The spider friend is sort of like watching everything right now.
I'm gonna be like, hey, spider friend, come here. Kill that blue lady. Oh, this one right here.
The spider friend sort of like perks up at the word kill.
Yeah, this one right here, the blue lady. Blue. You know colors, right?
I'm gonna have dead
Funny.
lips.
All right, so
Rolling.
everyone roll initiative.
So Lee, what is this? What is the?
Okay, so
AC?
the 10 misses, the 23 hits.
No. That's
really
I
bad
believe
this
full.
time.
Yeah, no, that's 14 damage, Lee. Is it dead?
Nope.
And if not, damn, I'm impressed.
I have stupid bonuses to everything, but I'm consistently rolling twos.
I'm gonna keep the spiders.
Hey,
Our and Jesus is really just being cruel right now.
roll 20 is never liked. people.
True.
Roll 20's just jealous.
They hate me.
It knows we
I feel like
already
we're
have
little
high
guys to learn to
passives.
love you, but this computer. The computer has no love.
It already knows we're awesome, so it's got to tone it back a bit.
True.
It's bumpers, but for D&D.
Oh my gosh. And by the way, as you guys come in here, you can see through this door that there are like two like demon imp things like harassing this woman who's like, no, stay away.
Oh,
that
shit.
might make me go through the door.
Very rude.
Oh shit, those things? What the fuck are they doing here?
What the fuck are they doing here?
Camera.
Do you recognize
What the
those?
fuck is going on in this goddamn place?
Truly.
This is kangaroo court.
What is life?
Baby, don't hurt Lee. Don't hurt Lee.
Ooh.
No.
Yes,
All right.
that was wonderful.
All right, so we begin as we mean to go on with the friend spider, sort of like, like padunk 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 comes in here. Now, Debbie, you just said get here and kill them, right?
Yeah, I explicitly said kill the blue lady.
Oh, okay. Now, what the one inside?
Yeah.
It comes in. Damu rides in on top, and
Dan was not getting up.
and
He's chilling.
Damu feels his feet get a little hot as like a burst of like steam comes out, and then some gas, and then ignition as like just a like a flamethrower juts out, and the Azure Acrobat has to make a dex save.
What? Shit.
Okay.
Which, so, does she pass it? No, she does not. So she takes 4 fire damage, and the, in the inside of this building maybe has, like, I don't know, 1d8 more fires than it did before.
1. RNGesus doesn't unbiased.
RNGesus is
Unbiased.
keeping all the numbers low. Yeah, and there's now fire. And,
I'm a good girl.
you guys hear a hup, 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 hup sound. And you see, emerging through a doorway, some tumblers. They look like they patronize a certain social media website, and they're coming to give the Vaquero a power kick.
What? I don't get the social media reference.
Pop.
Don't worry about it.
Well, I'll tell you when you're older, by like a few hours.
Wow. Okay. This is the first time this has ever happened
All
to me.
So the Fatak turns off of what it was doing and sees that there is some excitement going on, and it's mischievous. So it's going to use its 40-foot fly speed to, like, I don't know, come in here, fly in here. It sees the Vaquero, and it's like, and it's going to give you a little sting, the Vaquero, but it's going to miss you, I think. Yeah, by 1. It stings the wood next to you instead.
Does.
Bite and beast farm.
What
Well-
is it?
It is a Fatak. It looks like a, if you see it, you could roll me an Arcana or a Religion at your preference.
I suppose he's last
300%.
You think it looks kind of hellish. Deputy Pate, it's your turn. Oh, wait, no, you got the 14. You know that a Fatak is made from, like, this, like, it's like a demonling, impish thing that is made of
Abyssal or
this.
infernal?
So it's not a distinction in Rosenkrieg.
Okay.
It's made of the spirits of people who couldn't escape, or people who like were not put to rest properly, and
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
they tend to serve any of the canticles, which are basically like the broad denominations of hell. One of them is greed. I wonder if there's someone in your party who could share more about that.
Potentially.
No, of course not. don't have one
Lee,
of those.
so does a 14 hit?
Yeah,
Wow.
no. A 14 doesn't.
I'm assuming a 21 does. I think it's dead.
Yeah.
I turn to the.
Yeah.
I
No,
turn
when you
to the.
when you do that, it does, however, use last laugh, and
Bummer.
uses its final act to spend a comedy point to trip kick you.
Wunderbar.
Missing.
Tried.
It misses and dies.
Yeah. Good. That is what I wanted.
Debbie Paid, anything else you want to do?
Yes, I have two things actually. I would turn around and look at the encounter that I see before me. I see there's one woman who hasn't basically been touched and is definitely unique to this area. I would look at her and be like, deal. And then I would do an intimidation upon the cartouche or fatouche or whatever they're called.
The Clichep?
And
Oh shit!
yeah, no, and I'm just like, you work for me now,
He's like, sure thing, boss.
or you're dead.
Sure thing,
Don't
boss.
touch that lady.
Oh, this lady?
Good girl.
Yeah, I was already on it, boss.
Yeah. Good.
So wait, no, he indicates the lady he's next to.
No. The ladies that I put this. You can't see that, can you? Can you see the gold? The woman over here. That lady.
All right, boss. All right, so Debbie Paid has
the woman with my
intimidated.
seal upon her.
And by the
I
way,
want her dead.
you're speaking in like Niho, right?
Oh yeah, no, I'm definitely speaking in Niho. The fuck.
All right, yeah. So like, yeah, like Taya, you hear like a hellish tongue being spoken. You may or may not recognize. And
She's,
yeah,
like, talking backwards, just fire going
Yeah.
out of her mouth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the AOL dial-up sound.
I love my character.
Oh wait, that's Leo.
I love this. This is great. This is good. Amazing. Yeah, no, I'm done. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I rolled a nat 20 on intimidation.
you guys see another clown appearing in the distance,
Beautiful.
and it's the Clichep's turn. And the
Wait,
Clichep is, knows what side its bread is buttered on, and these losers are clearly not going to do too well. So it like crawls, stickily, suction cupping its way along the wall, and it goes like under the windowsill, under the fatak, and it goes Clichep when it sucks upon your neck, and it flanks because it's presently considered to be friendly with Granny. And it does 6 piercing and 4 necrotic for a total of 10 to the Azure Acrobat. And then the Azure Acrobat is going to get a save to see if she takes half the necrotic. But it basically its snoot like locks on to her neck and just goes. And it seems to be pumping something in.
Like a lamprey.
And she passes, and she takes 2 less damage. And that's the Clichep's turn, and it is Taya's turn. Taya, there's some fucked shit going on in that room.
There's a lot of fuck shit going in the room. I'm just staying right at this door, making sure this,
Kill that
intimidated to
fucking
fuck
bastard.
acrobat is just chilling next to me, living their life, staying safe, but also staying away from the battle. I'm just gonna shoot some Eldritch Blast in there because I'm not going in there. Nah,
That's
y'all are
valid.
crazy.
Entirely valid.
Y'all are crazy.
Oh, crazy.
Y'all motherfuckers are crazy.
I literally just converted like the fucking demon characters to our side. There's some crazy shit going on inside.
Okay, so that's the Eldritch Blast. Pew pew.
No, that's a hit. That's a hit. Who's your target?
Tumbler. Always a tumbler. They scare the hell out of me.
All right, you hit him. Roll me the damage.
True, true.
Boom.
Smells like Tumbler Spirit. Tumbler spell.
Oh,
live
God.
and had any.
And I'm gonna look at the Azure Acrobat and say, stay.
She's like, okay. Her neck is
Yeah.
terribly gored, of course. Now, if you mouse over the words Eldritch Blast in the chat and click them, it should make the bloop.
Do it again. Okay.
Well, I don't. It's
in
possible
the
it's
chat.
only just lagging on you. Oh yeah. Okay, so you pop them for 6.
Boom.
All
That's
right.
not a lot.
So that's
it's something.
That's Talia's turn.
There's
Yeah.
someone standing outside the door. Okay, cool. Thanks.
Hell yeah.
And what is you're familiar with just like chilling, like enjoying the flames being spewed out of its spider friend, right?
Oh yeah, Daemu's not really having anything about that fight. He's just riding his spider. He's super excited. About it.
Damu just straight chilling. Granny.
Yep.
There's fire. There's eldritch blasts. There's tumblers. There's demons who now seem to be on your side. One of them. Everything's gone like belly up here.
I'm so sorry if I missed this, but this Azure Acrobat in front of me they have not been turned. They're still an active enemy, correct?
Right. Oh, also, I never rolled their initiative, so I guess we'll say they act on initiative 1.
Damn. What's their dex bonus?
Better than that, but you know, we'll say they were surprised by this course of events. Caught flat-footed, if you will.
Regrets.
But yeah, so no, this enemy right here is still actively an enemy. They are still going to try and fight you.
Okay, yeah, no, she's super familiar to the other person who really fucked me up earlier. And also, where the fuck is my nephew?
So you stab. That's a hit and a miss. Give us the damage on the main. That's 5 piercing.
And I think I'd like to spend a key point to bite.
Amazing. Yeah, flurry of blows. I think you get 2 bites.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Dude.
Oh my god!
That's where your RNG went.
I don't think she's gonna have time to answer when you snap her fucking head off.
Oh no, those are both. Oh yeah.
The first one does 9. The next one does.
Yeah,
6.
Granny is just.
That
super
literally
duper
puts her
over
to.
the-
That's literally as many as you need to put her to 0 as you like pop her, and there's a lot of blood, but most importantly, like in the process, you really wind up like skinning like the head, and like the skull and eyeballs and brain just wind up like popping up, hitting the ceiling and falling down. Where are you biting?
Very much like
Yeah.
to fling the body towards the tumblers to my left.
Amazing. Can you give me like a thrown weapon attack if you have one of those?
I'm not sure how to do that in roll
Can you
20.
give me like a
Would that be
dexterity?
Sorry?
Actually, I think you should give me a strength check because you're throwing something. Yeah. So like just all right, yeah. You throw the bodies into the tumblers, and the tumblers make a dex save. And they expertly bob and weave as the body goes through them and lands at the foot of this clown, who looks down, and you see a single tear emerge from one eye.
Well, I will cackle in true hyena fashion.
Beautiful.
Amazing.
And that's it for
We
me.
do love to see it.
Nah, she was about to trigger the leg sweep on like all y'all too. Great timing. So Vaquero, it is your turn.
Okay. What I'm gonna do is this. Smoke bomb.
Now, are those the smoke bombs that Onuzo Hent gave you? Oh yeah, okay. It goes off well, and a smoke cloud emerges, covering your actions. You become hidden.
How far would it extend? I would like to pop it here if possible, like kind of where the so it could get me.
With
but
a
also
roll of
obscure
this,
the
I think it gets about this big. With a roll of 3, I think it's about
so
that
am I
much.
obscured?
Yeah, you're obscured.
Then I will use my bonus action to hide. Attempt to, anyways.
Indeed. Well, we'll see if advantage from the smoke.
Not great. Okay. Alright. And then I'm gonna sneak attack.
That's a hit. Roll damage.
On the tumbler.
Mm-hmm.
Now that's all I can do. Because of the bonus action was to hide. But I think I'll stay right here. Unless, so would the op be a disadvantage if I backed up?
Yeah, because they're having to attack you as you fade through the smoke.
Then yeah, I'm gonna take it back a little. And I will actually spend. That's already at disadvantage. I don't need to spend the fucking key point.
Lamentably, they will still hit. For
Oh really?
8 bludgeoning.
God damn. Oof.
RNG is kind to them. Alright, so that's yeah,
Wow.
their D20 roll was above your AC.
That's wild.
Rude.
But yeah, so I guess I'll get back to
The doorway?
that's good enough, that doorway.
Alright, so
Yep.
friend Spider sees the tumblers and just sort of, intuits. And
Yes. I say, please, the tumblers now.
and they're going to give a rusty bite. And they don't have flanking, unfortunately, so they can't manage to bite a single one of them. They're trying to like chase around. And the tumblers, for their part, have realized that this Kleshep is not on their side anymore, and they're not happy about that. So they're going to do a joint kick, hitting it, doing 5, but that is 5. That is not magical in any fashion. So it's actually going to be 2. And like, I'm hit, boss. And it's the Fatok's turn. The Fatok's like, hey, what is this? You gone over the other side or something? He's like, yeah, you should come over. We got good benefits. He's like, well, what kind of benefits?
You
It's
do
like,
indeed get some good benefits.
being on the winning side, fool. And then the Kleshep attempts to convince his buddy
Pretty
here.
obvious.
His buddy here that he should probably, like, come over. And Fatok's like, yeah. Yeah, what the hell? And the Fatok is
No
also going to turn. And he's gonna
I'm
first.
not good at talking, but I'm
First
good
he's
at
gonna sting.
glaring.
He doesn't manage to hit, and he's like, fuck, well, I'll see you later. And he turns invisible. Now, Pat, you do have a way to detect magically invisible creatures, if you choose to trigger it, but, it seems to be with the
I don't
drawing.
think they're gonna betray me. And
Yeah,
if they do, they know who's coming for them.
Yeah, so Debbie Page, it's your turn. You see some tumblers, you see a whole... Well, actually, you don't really see them so much as the smoke. But...
I think I can see them from here, no?
Yeah.
But in that case, they're going to get dealt with the way I deal with everybody that I can see and I don't want to continue seeing. Which is to say, you're going to kill them.
Both hit, roll
First
damage.
basic.
Also, you're technically flanking. But yeah,
Ah, wunderbar. That was attack 1.
14.
Damn.
Roll me the second damage.
Ooh, wow, 14 hits?
Yeah.
Okay.
13 also is.
14
Yeah.
damage and then
The
9.
tumblers are almost wicked down. It is...
So I'm going to go ahead and
Oh, that's
stand
into the wall, Pat.
That's not it. Okay, never mind. I'll stand here.
It's hard to see. You bump into the wall. Sorry.
All right, so a clown dashes out through the smoke, turns over here, looks at Granny, and like kicks their leg up and does a little, and then like wheels it around and does a reverse horse kick. Because they use a bonus action after sprinting called Unarmed Jape, because all comedy is physical. For 4 bludgeoning, spending a comedy point. It is a different
please.
person's turn.
Chokers.
Mm-hmm.
Heck.
They're going to come up here. They're going to come up here. They're going to run out on... They see these, right? And they decide to run out onto them anyway. They're going to make a dex save. They're gonna fail. Oh, actually, wait a minute. Is that on the money for the ball bearings?
No, it actually passes. It's 10.
Okay. They kind of do like an exaggerated like whoop 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 and like pretend like they're about to fall on their ass, but instead they spin around and fling a pie at Granny. And
Dicks.
make me a deck save, Granny.
Okie dokie.
And they miss, and like a pie splats on the wall behind debt be paid. And then they're also they're going to like extend their hands, and they're going to jazz hands, and they're going to bring their jazz hands together to try and slap you. As they again prove with their unarmed jape that on all holy shit. A 24 or 7? Heaven and hell.
Well, all right then.
5 bludgeoning.
Who was he attacking?
All comedy is
A little
visible again.
extra.
It is the Clichep. I'm sorry they keep attacking you.
Well, damn.
It is the Clichep's turn. The Clichep is like, "Hey, Granny, let me give you a hand there. Let me give him the suck."
Good girl.
And
The big suck. Ooh, the big suck.
Oh, that's a big suck. That is the big suck right there. My goodness.
And they latch onto the back of their neck, and you see their eyes go a little wide as there's a 6, 7, 8, 5. Now they would have taken 13, so instead, oh my god, that's literally enough damage to put them right to 0, but they passed the con save to take half the necrotic as they sort of writhe and writhe off of it. And Clichep's like, "Hey, I'm doing all I can here." And
hey, you're doing so fast. We're all doing our jobs.
Hey, I'm drinking it.
It's
know where
Taya's
your
turn.
money's coming from.
Taya, there's smoke, there's violence, there's gymnastics, there's comedy.
There's
That's
many
right.
things. Taya has a plan, but she's not going anywhere close to going inside that room and going around this guy. So she's going to use her Warlock Pact Boon, the Pact of Chain. And instead of taking my attack action, I'm going to let Deomu take his attack action. Since he's already in the middle of battle, I'm not going to endanger myself, but I could just put my familiar in there. He's going to... Ouch. He's going to use Sting.
Oh. He's going to pop out his little stinger dinger?
He's gonna pop his stinger digger, which is I don't really know how to do that through Roll20.
It's all good. There's a pseudo dragon in the SRD, so I'm pulling it up. In the future I will give you control of one named for your character and everything, but for now I'll just roll the sting for you. That's a 12 unless they have advantage on it.
Yeah, that's the thing that advantage that is still absolutely going towards the tumblers because it scared the ever loving shit out of Tahia.
Yeah, I don't quite get this line doesn't go through here, but you still. Oh wait, that misses by 1.
But then after that, they
wait. The pseudo dragon can the pseudo dragon see through like smoke and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, yes.
He sees he's got blind sight, dark vision, passive, like he's got all of the sight.
Then he's got advantage because they're presently like having to deal with the smoke. So he does 4 piercing, putting them to 1, and then they have to make the con save. All of them do as their circulatory systems combine. It is injected into all of them.
So they all have poison, and if they fail by 5 or more, they fall unconscious.
Oh shit! Oh, that's not 5 or more though. It's close, but they're poisoned.
All right, and then as a bonus action, can I still use something that's not an active ability? Like, can I still use my what is it called? Awaken Mind, my warlock feature, to like mentally telepathy intimidate some fuck?
I would say so. Yeah.
All right, hell yeah, I'm gonna intimidate some fuck.
Who?
Who is closest to Granny? Let's do this clown over here. This boy.
The
I don't like that.
the full health clown.
That boy. Yeah,
Full health, no comedy.
we don't like him.
All right. Make me a roll intimidate. And what do you say into his mind?
I say, fuck.
He's like,
Back
where?
off, or I'll make your nightmares a reality.
He honks his nose in response. Roll me an intimidation. Oh shit! He's like, where'd that come from?
Back off. or I'll make your nightmares a reality.
So as a
Oh,
reaction, he
shit.
backs into the wall and then like presses himself against the fire. He's like, oh, 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 and then those like very haunting like sounds from Fallout New Vegas that were never put in the actual game of people like dying by burning to death play, and it's just scarring for everyone involved. And
PTSD via Taya.
Can I-
he's
can
on fire
can I
now.
roll not to be scarred by this?
I mean,
Let me make a.
he takes
Yeah.
1 fire damage this turn. That's Taya's turn, yeah?
Yep,
I'm
that's
just like-
all. That's all I
Alright.
got.
Granny, one of your foes is screaming and burning. One of them is just standing there, looking at you, like they want to give you a poke.
Yeah, fuck the one who thinks that he still can stand up to me. I would like to stab the heck out of him.
Amazing. You also have advantage because Clichette, you are flanking with the Clichette.
Oh, am I? Okay. Thank you.
We love to see it, folks.
I
Amazing.
really
that
want
was
an actual video of knitting needles destroying these clowns.
My
Beautiful, beautiful.
does 16 hit?
Yes, it does. So both hit.
Okay, super.
So that's 8. The first one actually puts him down, all the way down. If you want to, I don't know.
But I can distribute.
If there's any other that you might want to. No, you can like first stab, it goes down. You've got another stab ready.
Oh, of course. Oh, I can. Can I turn to the one on fire? Who Taya?
Yeah.
Well, I would
Absolutely.
love to distribute that to
All right.
that one.
You drive your knitting needle so deep into the shoulder that you hear a cracking of wood as you staple the clown to the wall, and the clown just holds up an arm weakly and says, "The
Damn.
tragedy of my art,
Ugh.
to be on the wrong end of the stick." And so that's Granny's turn, right?
Well, I still have a move action, and
And
I
you still have
think
your
I'd
bonus.
Like to scooch right here, and maybe for flurry of blows.
All right, they've used their reaction to like be react and back away, so they can't op you. Yeah, you want flurry of blows, 2 unarmed attacks on the tumblers. You're flanking.
I sure would.
You're flanking. It is in the smoke. I don't know if you get any sort of blind sight or anything, but
I have dark sight, but I don't have magical darkness sight.
well, it's not magical darkness. It's just a smoke bomb.
Oh,
Yeah, it's not like it's darkness. It's just because it's hard to see. Period. Full stop.
But it comes out to 2 normal attacks.
okay, okay. Well, yeah, no, I'm blood raging. And
That's a hit. That's a clean
sorry,
hit.
ignore the
16 hits. But yeah.
Oh, we are. Am I flanking? Sorry.
Yeah. You're flanking with Deputy Paid and them, so like yeah.
Super duper cool.
So give me the damage, and yeah, because here's the thing, they have 1 HP left, so I think it's mathematically impossible for you to not kill them on that hit, as you just like tear through each of them, like biting through their chests and their heads and everything.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Yeah.
it is the Vaquero's turn.
Okay. Going over there. Gonna rapier. Deal
Beautiful.
my damage.
Yeah, you
don't count. Don't think sneak. Don't forget.
Okay,
I
yes,
can't word right now, but sneak
2 more.
damage
They have 2
to
HP left. They have 2 HP left.
Sir.
Key point to punch again more. I don't think I need key point.
Greg,
Punch
you
again
English,
more.
so yes.
All right, amazing.
So
you,
yes.
you crack their head into the wall, and some
Sorry,
flaming
brain
boards.
buffering.
You snap it, and like their head snaps back with a terrible cracking, and then a breaking of boards behind them, as like there's just a hole left in the wall as embers spark and flaming boards fall down onto the corpse that you have left here.
Yeah.
That's a bitch.
Yes.
Rampage. I like how I've been doing like the area district music this whole time and not the combat music. But yeah,
It
so
worked.
Perfect.
yeah, so the smoke clears and all my enemies are dead. push them to the edge, and Hinara comes over and says,
Flying.
"My heroes, I do declare." She emerges, fans herself and says, "You've saved me from these dastardly circus goers. Oh my, and I do believe they've locked a harpy in the menagerie for some reason."
Can I have advantage on an insight roll?
No, because you find her charming.
Damn. I'm going to say, oh, wunderbar. So I suppose we've dismembered all of the opponents here.
Indeed.
Hey, you
Oh, you know what
flying
we should have
creatures
said
from...
when we came in here?
What?
Show's over.
You can say it. You can say it as the last body hits the floor. Yeah.
Mine flying toys. Where's my character? Oh yeah. Wait, what? Where is my character?
Yeah, we're all bunched up.
Where is she? I don't see her.
Now, yeah.
Me.
Where
Where is she?
Uh-huh.
Oh, there she is.
She was
Cool.
inside.
Awesome. Amazing. Why can't I click and move her? Oh, there's a door there, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, yeah. So you guys,
No, so I'm gonna go ahead and investigate that.
and real quick,
Yeah, Granny's looking around for.
And I would say, you flying friends, come here, follow me. You know about your bread spots.
well, the Kleshep doesn't fly, but he's like, "Yeah, whatever you say, boss."
Yeah.
Suction cups
that's
his way
what I
over
thought.
here.
Is this Hana fellow? What was her deal this whole time?
He's like,
I would ask.
yeah, she's staying back when she sees you talking to the Kleshep because she's like, she doesn't understand the language, so she's terrified because it was harassing him. He's like, well, I think she's the one who owns this place. I think her daddy croaked and she inherited it, and so now she owns the menagerie. And yeah, I don't know. I think it was a private collection.
She owns all these people over here.
I mean, the things that actually have brains that can think weren't brought here until the circus moved in. But there was a giant spider, a crab, and I think some sort of a slug. He looks and he's like, "Yeah, I don't see the spider for some reason."
Interesting. Well,
Oh!
I appreciate you informing me of such. Maybe she was an innocent bystander in all of this.
Yeah,
To me, of course,
Hanara Masu was like, "Oh, are you the Vaquero? Thank you so much. You're the hero of this. Is there crime inside of my locked box, Vaquero?"
Oh, funny story. I had assumed this belonged to the circus folk.
Oh no! Although they did bring some creatures in here, and but I mean, I would appreciate you inspecting it in case they slipped anything in while I wasn't looking.
Oh, in the chest or with the creatures? I mean, I'll take a look at both.
Yeah, the chest contains some paperwork, a writer's kit, and about like 200 GP in banknotes.
Well, these are her banknotes, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so not gonna fuck with them.
Now, Granny, you're hunting around.
What are these?
Yes.
What are these papers and writers' kits do though? What are they
It's just for writing. The paperwork seems to be paperwork pertaining to like the household that this is. Okay. It's not the main household, but yeah. Granny, you're hunting. I
apologize profusely.
Give me a perception with advantage or an investigation with advantage, Granny. And Tahia, as all this is going down, what are you up to?
I am going to take care of my pseudo-dragon and also the spider that is being neglected right now to make sure that they're okay after the battle.
They're fine. They're like, they seem to have fun. They didn't get hurt.
Give them some pets. Give them some love. Fuck everybody else. Pets are important.
Some loving. And, Granny, you smell a faint suggestion of Knoll to your north by some cages.
No shit.
You can't be sure if it was your cousin or not. Not your, I mean your, like...
Nephew.
You can't be sure if it was them or not, but...
Some family member.
A Knoll is sent somewhere to the north.
Somewhere to the north. And I'm so sorry, I think I missed, there was somebody who came out and was from the circus and cooperating with us?
So she's not from the circus. She has inherited this menagerie, and they, like, busted into her house. and brought because there weren't sentient things here before the circus came. They're the ones who started bringing like harpies and stuff.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, stealing harpy.
Yeah, there's a harpy in the
Yeah,
cage.
no, you guys are pretty shitty is what I'm getting from this.
Can we?
Human trafficking is not
Can I
okay.
get here?
Yeah,
If
Yeah.
I mean, I don't particularly like harpies, but I mean, Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah,
they're
no,
alive.
I'm gonna do a
Yeah.
thing
It's
when
human.
he tells me I can.
yeah. So
yeah, if Granny sent something to the north, she is just going to like a hound dog to the trail. She's just going to start snuffing it out and beelining.
that brings you to these cages, and some of the broken ones. But yeah, so the harpy. There's a harpy in here, and she grabs the cages, and she's like, "Let me out."
I say, I don't believe this woman has paperwork that includes you as her property, so I see no reason why we shouldn't.
All right.
I'm gonna go ahead and wow.
You bang into the bars for a little while, but she helps you pry from within, and before too long, you pop it open, and she escapes. And she's like, "Where are they? I'm gonna tear their fucking throats out."
We killed them, but you're welcome to. Let me see. I think there's one last blue lady
All right.
outside the doors.
Wait.
If she,
Granny wants to hop onto the harpy. If she's flying away, we'll grab onto the back of her wings and be
Yeah,
"Did
questions,
you get
though.
no child?"
she's like, yes. I saw no. They.
Where is it?
A man with a mask came and took her. It was an elegant mask. I don't know him.
Excuse
I don't know.
me?
I know. Yeah, an elegant mask.
What did the mask look like?
It was.
A villain? You
It
say?
was. It was as white as the light side of the moon. A moon-white mask. I don't know how long it's been in here. There's no sun. I'm cooped up. But maybe a few days. Maybe one day. You do smell this trail of the knoll leaving this building.
Leaving it where?
Leaving it to the east.
To the east.
I would say to the harpy, there's an Azul lady outside. Save
Yeah.
yourself. Palms up.
Yeah, so does anybody
I
stop the
promised her
harpy
she'd
from
live, but
I definitely am like, she's
You're
done
not me.
nothing but help us.
the harpy's like, she didn't help me, and she's gonna try and get by you and rip out this lady's throat.
wait. So who said that she's done nothing to help us?
Talia.
Taya.
Were you
done
privy to my
nothing-
conversation?
I see the harpy coming towards her.
Yeah, the harpy's coming out hard and fast.
I haven't heard any part of the conversation at all.
Yeah,
I say
because
she's done nothing but help us, and there are things worse than death that we could offer her. Does prison and the inmates there not satiate you?
The harpy's like,
We should
the harpy likes this idea, and she's like, a cage, yes, throw it a cage. But before she does, however, hop up and try and give her a little scritchy scratch on the face, just as a goodbye mark.
I'll allow that.
She peels back the cheek. These are acrobatic cries, and then without much delay, the harpy takes off and cackles freely as she flies away.
Inmates are vicious people, but child trafficking? You really think
pretty
that
fucked.
death would be a less torturous option than whatever fate the inmates have for them?
Yeah, I mean the salt mines not they don't know, they're not known to do too long in the salt mines if you're guilty of that.
That's true.
No.
I don't know. Have you
There are
been
things
to the
worse
Nine
than
Hells?
death.
It sucks pretty bad.
Yes.
I mean, that's not to say they won't
mean,
get there eventually. Let's just make it more fun before then.
Yeah.
True.
I mean, the Abyss is a really shitty place. I have no problem sending people there.
The Cliship's
Oh,
like,
look at
True.
the eventually.
the Cliship's like, hey boss, where we heading next?
That's a good question.
We could almost crucify them. That takes a long
So,
time to die. and that
what do I
sucks a
know
lot.
about? What do I
we
know
need
about
to follow
Clichette?
its tracks. He's gone this way. We have to go this way.
What do you know about
We have to find
Clecheps?
him.
Yes.
They're like a very low-ranking entity. This one doesn't seem to be particularly aligned with any sin. It's possible that whatever spirit fragments formed him doesn't even really have a unique personality at some point, and this is more like a rebirth of a new creature than it is a continuation of an old one in terms of its id and desires.
Will it stick with me for a prolonged period of time, or is it going
It
to be
is.
banished?
It is the one that turned tables the moment someone scared it.
That's convenient because I'm the scariest thing alive.
Yeah, but you were also the
So-
scariest thing in the room at the moment.
I'm not unwilling to carry this creature on. I would say, at the moment, I believe we've killed all the enemies that are around us. But if you stick with me, there's more to come.
And he's like, sure, boss. I mean, I do love giving people the suck. Meanwhile, does anybody else... Alright, yeah, so Hanara Misu, actually, she's like, oh, Fakero, if I might ask, could I get your autograph? And she, like, takes out,
Oh my
like,
God.
her diary, and it's, like, the last page, and it's, like, got, like, a little doodle of you with, like, the mask, and she's like, I think you're the real hero of the city. And now that you've saved me
Aw.
personally... I'll be sure to draw everyone, like your Knoll friend and Lady Deputy
do
Paid,
this.
and what's the name of your friend who did the Eldritch Blast? Who did the what do your Eldritch Blast look like, Talia?
Well, the actual spell says that it's lightning. Does it have to be lightning?
It doesn't have to be
A
lightning.
crackling energy streaking towards a creature?
Yeah, like what color do you want it to be? Like, yeah, you can like customize it to an extent.
Red.
All right, a red
It's definitely
beam.
red.
And whoever was
As
throwing around
is
those red
the jewel, as
beams,
is the dragon.
and your little domo, and your little spider friend. I'll draw all of them. And she's
Just
like,
think MCR in a character,
amazing.
and you've got Taya.
So Vaquero, do you sign her journal next to the doodle of you?
My bad.
I tell her it's not often that I do this, and I pull out my special calligraphy pen.
Amazing. Can I get a calligraphy proficiency?
Oh, you bet.
Amazing.
And I do the V in her little book.
And she's like, oh, and she hugs it, and she's like, and I'll draw all your friends, and she gets to work doodling like this entire party.
Wow, did you
I
just
tell her
make
that
me a
writing
character in
and
this game?
literacy. I
Amazing.
tell her that writing and literacy is a great way to hire things in life to keep it up.
She's like, oh,
So that's
thank you,
both
Vaquero.
of
In her little.
But,
Yeah.
it's interesting.
Talia, you are interested in how these circus freaks managed to have two imps working with them, although they don't seem to have been strongly bonded or summoned, considering how quickly they,
Oh, absolutely.
got convinced. But that does
Betrayed.
that does imply someone with some sort of infernal intentions. And red iron is an incredibly rare thing, normally only found at archaeological sites. You find it fascinating that there's so much of it here, especially because it looks like the spider friend is made out of red iron. You've never
Is
seen
he
so much in
now?
one place. And it's like a machine that moves. This is rare. The only constructs like this that you're aware of tend to be in Josio, and they don't tend to leave Ginseng City. Outside of, like, accompanying diplomats or incredibly powerful alchemists. But this one doesn't look anything like those. It's cruder, more
need
base and
information.
direct.
I need lots of information.
You do remember you saw... Now you think about it, though, you think you saw one in, like, a room back in
Yeah, we have a
the Fifth Watch.
More of these.
Yeah.
In the fifth watch, you say?
Yeah.
we got a
Oh
couple
yeah,
of
we've
them
killed
around.
lots of
Yeah.
these things.
So I'm
More?
assuming
Let us-
Granny follows
Yeah,
the
they're-
trail as far as she can get it.
Around.
And Granny, the trail goes dead somewhere in Newtown, and you guys eventually return to the Fifth Watch to kick it back, and after a day's journey, we are finally in the feedback phase. Now, Emily,
Amazing.
you have
I'm gonna
both.
use the bathroom
You have
real
both done
bad.
this before and might want to go soonish. So would you mind kicking us off? You don't have to if you don't want to.
I'm so sorry. I heard I've done this before, and I might want to go sewage. And I feel like that's wrong.
All right, so feedback phase, like, because you have feedback phased before, and I don't know if you
Yes.
want to lose because
What does that mean?
do you want to? Well, so like what we do is we go around and everyone says what their favorite part was, what their least favorite part was, and what they'd like to see more of. And it only things like that the DM can control, just to like make sure that it's all like Leland is in the hot seat here, not anybody else. Safe environment to share how you felt about how I did, and I like I take it all down and consider it, and I in future adventures make sure that everyone is like getting more of what they want out of it, and I'm improving as a DM. So, and Emily, I know you'd also like sometimes like to go to bed sooner than later. So I don't know if you want to go first.
That's very kind of you to consider. I this session in particular, I played with you a few times before, and have been really impressed with the way that you accommodate different players, like understanding of the system. This one in particular, I came at you at 4 a.m. Being like, I don't know, how do I work into my character? I guess a circus. And then you took it and ran with it, and it was phenomenal, and that was really fucking impressive. And I wish I had some constructive feedback to give to you.
Hey, when it's good, it's good to know.
That was really fucking cool, and I really appreciate it, and I thought it played out really well. Yeah, thanks, man.
That's
That
awesome.
was really fun. And I think you might have converted my husband as well.
Amazing. We love to see it. We stand a food preparation and beer serving king. And we know he keeps you well supplied. He keeps you well supplied during the game. We love it.
He's very good.
Yeah, we will have to look into that muscle wizard. Hey, what's up?
Yes, please.
A gnome muscle wizard.
A gnome muscle wizard.
Better.
Oh,
Oh,
amazing.
nice.
We love to see it.
Oh my
Yes.
God.
But like bulky, bald head, big curly handlebar mustache.
Well,
I'm
hello there.
I think
Beautiful. I need this in my life.
we need this in our life. 100%. 100%.
We do.
What we want to see more of is
Picture for you.
Emily's whole gang. We want the whole gang in. We love to see
Yeah.
it. Anything else you'd like to see more of, Emily? Any other closing comments? What you'd like to see more of? Anything like that?
No, I actually I have nothing. I got nothing. You did great. And also everybody who played. I'm so happy I got to play with you. Thank you.
It was a great time.
As always, love playing with you.
You're fantastic. Paint a wonderful picture of like the blood dripping down your chin as you intimidate somebody. It's wonderful.
Oh yeah, I know you did. When you're like, yeah,
Fantastic.
like I had like the gore on the face and everything. I'm like, oh shit, that's scary as fuck. I'm like, but yeah, and awesome. In that case, Gregathy, hit me with it. Favorite, least favorite. What you want to see more of?
Yes. My favorite, least favorite, and what I'd like to see more of. So this is definitely one of my favorite adventures you've ever done. I love it, and I almost refuse to believe that it wasn't meticulously pre-planned for weeks. And
Oh
weeks.
no, I
it's
didn't.
planned for
I didn't actually begin making that map until like less than an hour before we went live.
Wait, no, you've been planning
I
this
don't
for
believe-
weeks. It's like the timer.
One thing that especially that I love about today's game, and some things that I'm going to take away from it from my own games, is how you explain Roll20. It's like Roll20 definitely has a learning curve.
Absolutely,
It's hard
this
to
is
get
Yes.
a grip of, and then it's even harder to sometimes explain because some things you just after a while you intuitively get and know, and then it's like I find that I can't make the word come out my head good to people understand.
it is an ornery. It's
And
like
it
an
was hard.
perfectly laid it out.
Thank you.
It
I
is.
can't make the word good.
So I really appreciate the way that you explain it and break things down for newer players. That's like a whole separate other skill in DMing that like I think goes beyond
Yeah.
like planning things out and mapping it. It's like it A+ on that. That's fucking dope.
It's good to be able to help
Um,
people with things that I spent like I think literally years struggling with. I didn't know that trick, by the way, like where you like make a screen like really small. Like I didn't
Oh yeah.
I didn't know how to do that for years, and sometimes I would make it happen, not realize what it was, and have to close it out and then open it back up, or not realize it was like that before I realized what was going on and that it was actually an
God.
incredibly useful feature. And if you ever see like the DM level of the screen, you'll see like in some of those fights, I had 6 or 7 of them ghosted. Never could have done that before. Never could have had that many incorporated before if I hadn't figured that out. But yeah, I'm sorry, I'm going on a tangent in your
Beautiful.
feedback phase. What was your least favorite part? If there was a slowest
No,
part,
no,
if there was
I
a
mean,
slower part, if there was something that was like the worst of the best. Like it's any like point where like there was too much hang time or we didn't get far fast enough or like which scene do you think we could have cut and lost nothing?
I'll be honest, this is one of my favorite. Like everything, like I could go on. And I picked the tutorial and help people out stuff for my favorite because that was just something that's new and we haven't like it's like a whole it's very good, but I mean beyond that, that's just I also picked that because I didn't want to go on and on about everything else that I love about the game. Because this is high key one of my favorite. I don't think I have a least favorite today.
Amazing.
This is like it had everything that I love.
We'd love to see
Combat,
it.
meet new people, go to a new place, sort of.
Yeah.
So many fucking character development, so much like even for the new players, like character development and plot hooks and stuff like that. It's really like blueprint for good game.
Amazing. What do you want to see more of?
I want to see more of the Infernal Circus is what I'm calling it in my mind now. And probably gonna have Vaquero in his downtime like conduct investigations and snoop around. But yeah, I want to see more of this circus and all their crazy
Wunderbar.
shits.
All right. And Pat,
Well,
hit me with
take
it.
him down.
Take him down.
They have failed the city.
Favorite, least favorite. We want to see more of.
So, well, my favorite part. Damn. All right. You know what? This was a great session. Honestly, a wonderful session to include Samantha, my good friend from high school, in because it was a very good indicator of what we aspire to do, which is to say, this was a very fun episode. It was an interesting conflict. You made such fun and amazing enemies for us to face. They were obvious enemies. Like, this shit was honestly a little bit scary. I'm not, like, I don't have a phobia of clowns, but I'm not, like, a huge fan of them, just in general. They weird me out.
Unsettling.
And I feel like there's, like, a lot of problematic baggage that comes along with basically any clown who practices, like, quote-unquote, the traditional arts. So, like, I don't know. There's a lot to go off of here. I'm not a huge fan of clowns, so this was a good episode for like, that whole thing. I know. I'm struggling here. Favorite part. You just did a good all-round job. I like that this whole area was planned out before the session. I just there's a lot of good shit that went on. Least favorite part. Least favorite part. The fact that we never really quite resolved what the deal was with the Iron Spider. I feel like that deserved a little bit more attention than it got. Because he was just like a cute little cat.
I'm pretty sure it
That's
was in
it.
the menagerie and it escaped.
Yeah, but like, why wasn't it trying to
a later adventure?
Yeah, why wasn't it trying to? I feel like even if it was in the menagerie, it would have tried to kill us. Because the Iron Spiders that we experienced earlier were just like machines.
Yeah, well, bear in mind,
got institutionalized.
That you have met an Iron Man who isn't trying to kill anyone because he's helping that Ghost Smith in Schmeidku.
To things, but yeah, no. I'm definitely gonna take care of this Iron Spider and try to figure out what the deal was with it. So yeah, I guess least favorite is just like I didn't really get what the intention there was, but that's okay because I'm just nitpicking. It was a really
Bam.
good session.
Iron Spider. Found it.
I wanted Patsy Kitty! I wanted Patsy Kitty!
What's his name?
What I want to see more
Donna.
of Lee, more of this,
Donna?
and also
What
that
are we-
right there. And I also want to get rid of this stink bug that I trapped inside my eraser.
Amazing.
Hairspray.
You should-
What are you gonna do
If
with
you
that?
drown it in hairspray, you can either put it outside and let it live, or you can drown it in hairspray, and the chemicals in the hairspray will seal in the sink. Same with Axe, because Axe is cancerous. But
Oh shit! Nice.
if you
I've never used Axe before.
if you drown it in hairspray or Axe, it won't let out a stink and it'll still kill it.
You just let
I'm
it
just
go.
gonna let it outside
There's
right now.
not many.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, just go let it outside.
Nice.
He's got a full life to live.
Yeah, no, don't kill him.
All right,
I mean,
and
you're
now,
lawful evil, but
yeah, and now finally, so Sam, are you kind of getting like the
Okay, it's gone.
yes.
getting the concept here, even though this is an exceptional one because basically nobody had like all three of them. But yeah,
So
hit me with it.
the things that I liked, I can't number because it was everything that I've wanted in a D&D campaign for years. You incorporated my backstory, you incorporated other people's backstories, you homebrewed like essentially laughter chi
Mhm.
and made
Yes.
that some random clown nonsense. You had everything from combat to conversational everything. The only advice that I would have is that it's really intimidating as a new player to come in on a exceptionally long world build. Like when I go into that how to create a character and then it clicks on a link like things you should read before you learn. And
Yeah,
it's like a bajillion pages long. Maybe separate that out into stuff that new players should know as a character and then things that people should know. Like as a character, you might not know every little detail about every little thing,
Yeah,
but you
just
might know
like-
generally the world does this,
you just
or generally I don't know how to say it, orcs are like void things.
oh
Like
yeah, yeah.
generally you should understand this information, which is 2 or 3 pages, and then as a human who might not necessarily be character based, you should also know these other 30 pages of things.
Yeah, no, for
I
sure.
was super terrified of reading that and not being able to read all of those pages
That-
and coming
yeah,
into
no.
this campaign like I hope he doesn't expect me to know all this.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Do you want to know a
I'm-
secret here?
It's gonna
I
be
haven't
on
read
the
that
page.
document.
I'm so yeah. I tried. That was my
No
attempt.
kidding.
That was
I'm
my
gonna read
attempt.
the shit out of that 30
That was
times.
that was my attempt to make a player's guide. I did a bad job. I actually agree because like I've been showing stuff to people, and now I'm starting to do like smaller, like 1 to 4 page things on specific
As a
topics.
super like anxious person, seeing that you're supposed to know these 40 pages worth of content is like, oh my god! Ah! Let me just over organize everything I do know so that maybe it'll help.
Well, I think the way that Freistadt that document is very helpful is in creating a character, and I think that there might be another document that might be created which is like an encyclopedia
Mhm.
Yes.
of the.
There's
So
this
there's
stuff
like
I
an
love beforehand.
introductory thing, and then a like further reading thing.
Completely agree.
There's the stuff I want to know beforehand making a character, and there's the stuff when I read after the first campaign, like I'm so engrossed in this now that I want to read
Mhm.
all of it 30 times to understand
Yes,
every
so,
basic concept. But as a new player, it's a lot to read at first introduction, and it's intimidating.
I mean, gosh,
sure.
I think this is the third Freistadt character that I've made and played, and I'm still intimidated by that document.
Yeah, that absolutely needs a touch up and like a shorter thing of like maybe like max 4 pages that can just like get you through. But
Yes.
yeah, ideally
Yeah.
1 page. But yeah, absolutely. I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you.
I think that a lot of that trepidation, whatever, comes from a personal misgiving rather than like the document itself is very easy to read.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
It might be need
Information
more.
isn't hard.
Sorry.
The information isn't hard.
Yeah, the information isn't hard at all. It's just approaching it that feels a little difficult, and that is on the player's end. So I think that
that's on the.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Oh no, you're fine. That's all I got.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right.
I think that's part of the document. Like, it should be concise and quick and easy to look at without causing any stress.
Yeah, there should absolutely be like a time, like ideally a 1 page that can just give you like the absolute need to knows about like what's the going on, and particularly as compared to regular D&D. Because I just realized, because like Samantha asked a very important question, like, well, is like demon or devil, like infernal or abyssal, and I'm like, oh, I never point out the structure of that, because that's going to be relevant for like languages and people who have that sort of background if they're teaching something. So yeah,
have Niho and Viho as a thing, or am I
Oh shit! They might literally be. I might have misspoken. I might need to like get my own house in order. But yeah,
I think you literally have like an abyss. Well, I don't know. The fucking people in High Road told me there was 2 different things when I was DMing in your setting, and I'm like, shit, I thought they were the same thing too. Shit, is there something in the document that I didn't read?
Yeah, no. Clearly, I need to get a handle on. I need to get a handle on some things and smooth out the flow for everyone. Excellent. Now, Sam, is there anything else that you or wait, Emily, you were?
No, I think Sam was. I don't know who's going.
Honestly, the campaign was fantastic. Everything about this makes me. I'm gonna be coming back every Friday so long as you put up with me.
Hell yeah!
Like everything about this was beautiful, and I am thoroughly impressed with your DMing.
Sometimes
and
my
as a new player,
game is that I gotta wait a whole fucking week.
I know.
Like Wednesday is so goddamn far.
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
Even further.
Yeah.
If you want to come through on Wednesday,
that means I have an entire week to build a character.
It does.
Ooh, it do though.
Oh yeah, Pat DMs on Wednesdays.
I DM on Wednesdays.
Hey.
And also Saturdays.
Now, and Sam, also, what would you see more of?
Not the same setting though.
What do I want to see more of? I liked that you tied other people's backstories in. I like combat personally, but I'm much more of a role player.
Hell yeah.
Like I have probably 30 plus different Ren Fair costumes that I would love to try out as different characters, from corsets to rogue outfits to like I would love to be able to put each and every one of those into a campaign.
We want to see them fits.
So I would love
I'm
to
currently waiting on a mask like Kathos is to come in the mail.
Emily?
Yes.
play with you on that, because I also have several costumes, several garbs. Like,
Let's fucking do it.
We should. Now, so does anybody else have anything formally for feedback phase, or are we good to kick it?
We're good.
All right. And from the viewer feedback, George said, I think that was one of my favorite fight scenes ever, starting with the Vaquero stuck in the window. Muscle Wizard reminds Lurb of that old Dark Souls video. Pat Isridge was pouring her drink for some later invocation. Hey, Capital. Hey, everyone. Thank you so much for coming out. We're going to pop you over on a raid to Daelric. And
see you guys tomorrow at about 8:30.
Yeah, we will see you, and have a great time.
It's fucking hot here. I'm going to go take a shower.
Yeah, cool.
I don't understand.
Yay. All right, we're about to be raiding. Raid now button has come up. I'm clicking the raid now button. It's giving me the thing where it waits a second, and then